What's up, C3 Legion? It's your boy, Cody Lashney, back with another edition of your favorite show for Panther fans by Panther fans. It's the C3 Friday Free for All. We appreciate each and every single one of you spending your Friday evening here with the C3 Panthers Podcast. Like I said, this is your show. If you would like to be a part of the discussion that we are having tonight, please feel free to join via StreamYard. I have pinned the link to the top of the YouTube chat, to the top of the Facebook chat. We appreciate each and every single one of you for being here, and we have a ton of stuff to talk about. The trade that we have been rumoring for 2 weeks in a row has officially happened. Adam Thielen is officially a Minnesota Viking. He wanted out of here, and Dan Morgan granted him his wish. Will that make Bryce Young a better passer in 2025, just like Cam Newton was once upon a time made a better passer after losing his number one option 10 seasons ago? We're going to talk about Michael Parsons being traded to the Green Bay Packers. Did the Carolina Panthers miss out on trading for a game changer? You know that we're going to do it with the best damn Panther fans and all of YouTube, the finest members of the C3 Legion. First up, you know him, you love him. He'll tell you to shut the hell up, and you'll still love him for doing it. It's Panther Pickle. Pickle, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Cody? You know what? Adam Thielen, shut the hell up, Buttercup. Don't want your ass on here any damn way. And they tried to finagle it around, and Hunter Renfrow don't want to come back to the Panthers.
You had to remind me, huh?
You know, Buttercup, it ain't all about you.
Yes, it is. My Clemson Tigers tomorrow.
Listen, Hunter Renfrow, stuck it up, Buttercup. It ain't about you today. It might have been about you one time, but you old and you has been. Or at least that's what I'm appearing. Suck it up, dude.
My goodness. Next up, you know, we have Michael Wydrick back on the free for all. Michael, what's up, brother? How are you, man?
I'm doing good. Cody, Pickle, how y'all doing? Welcome to the Friday Free for All, everybody. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot to talk about today. So yeah, let's just keep a momentum going. The football season for the NFL is almost here upon us, boys. Can't wait to watch the first game. Hopefully, we can see some light shed on this team. And that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, buddy. Listen, if you haven't done so already, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell for every single time the C3 Panthers podcast goes live. Boys, we're going to get into the trade compensation details of the Adam Thielen trade here in a moment. But Dan Morgan went on the Kyle Bailey show and talked about Adam Thielen wanting to be a Minnesota Viking. And Dan Morgan essentially saying he wasn't going to hold him hostage. And he was going to make sure that Adam Thielen got what he was looking for. Let's listen to our GM, Dan Morgan, talking on the Kyle Bailey show.
Adam wanted to go back to Minnesota, and you said about trying to find a deal that worked for everybody. How do they square that, right? Because the goal is to win games. Are you that confident in your young guys? Did you do this to help Adam Thielen out? But just explain it all to me.
I'm very confident in our young guys. You know, we have a young group of guys that, we're really excited about here. And, it's kind of hard, when I sit Adam Thielen down in my office and he is just really wanting to go there. And he's pretty adamant that this is what I want. This is where I want to go. We also, I didn't really want to stand in his way. It was something that he was really convicted about. He wanted to go and finish his career there. Obviously, he's from there. He has a house there. He has young kids. Obviously, there's a human side to it too. But at the same time, in my mind, I knew that I had to do what was best for the Carolina Panthers. So I wasn't going to give them away. A few offers that they did send over, it would have been a giveaway, but I was back and forth with, Quessy, their GM up there, myself, Brant Tillis, and Eric Eager, sitting in the room going through all these scenarios. We must have went through, I don't know, 10 different trade scenarios that we felt would work for us and where we would be at the advantage. And at the end of the day, we sent them there. We agreed to it. And it's kind of hard to, Adam being so adamant to go there, it was just kind of hard for me to stand in his way and him be here and, maybe he'd be disgruntled, maybe he'd be fine, but we would have had to find that.
All right. I'm going to be real because y'all know me. I'm never going to shoot you a line of bullshit. I'm going to speak the truth to you no matter what, all the time. I know that Adam Thielen is from Minnesota. His family is from there. He's from there. His wife and kids want to be there. Maybe I'm off base here, but it sounds to me like he was saying, hey, Dan, get me the fuck out of Carolina because I don't want to be here no more, and I don't want to waste the final year that I have playing NFL football on a team that I don't want to be on a team that I have essentially been kind of taking weird pot shots at the end of every year. He's bitched about the stadiums a little bit. He's talked about things here and there. Listen, he came here thinking that we were going to be a Super Bowl contender. He said as much himself. He went on the Pat McAfee show and said this. And then it was very much not that. Pickle, Michael, is this Adam just wanting to be back home for the Vikings? Or are you going to tell me that if we were the Kansas City Chiefs, that he would be begging to go home to Minnesota just as bad? What am I missing here, boys? Pickle, you're muted. I'll let you go first, Michael, but you're muted, Pickle. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, so to be honest with you, I feel like Adam, and yes, Adam is saying the right thing because why would he go through the same stuff again here that he's been going through here for 2 years? Okay, like I understand he doesn't want to have another losing season under his belt. So I mean, yeah, I understand his point. We haven't been that winning culture when he was in here. Sure, he may have saved Bryce's career. I can't blame him for that, but at the same time, he says, you know what? I want to be a part of a team that's going to go to the Super Bowl. And guess what? He wanted to do that. That's his option. Dan didn't want to hold anything back from him, and he didn't want to show any like kind of hostility towards him. So he just said, you know what? Let me find out what kind of deal I'll work with, and if it's the deal that I want to work with, then I'll just do it. Like I don't want to hold that against you.
Well, I tell you what I think. At first, I thought that Minnesota asked and Adam was being polite. It could happen, it could not, depending on what they offered. And I realized since then, reading Joe Parsons' articles, catching tidbits here and there, listening to Dan Morgan, I've realized that the Minnesota offered their 6th round pick, and we had to give Adam Thielen and our 7th round pick. Dan said no and hung up on that deal. Now, but out of respect, he called Adam up and asked Adam his opinion, asked him if he wanted to go back. Adam said absolutely. And Adam got very aggressive to get back to Minnesota. And to answer your question, Cody, we are the side chick. We that piece on the side when your old lady said, no, I'm good.
Damn.
So Adam Thielen, I'm saying this from my heart, brother. I'm glad you're home where you want to be. And I hope your little girlfriend, your little wife, whoever she is happy. And I hope your kids are happy.
Oh, they're definitely happy. Have you seen the
Move your
video?
fucking ass on, bitch. I want no part of your ass on my screen
Have
no
you
more.
seen the video of the wife and kids talking? They're like
Yeah,
celebrating and shit. I
yeah,
mean,
they're
look,
celebrating.
if
And
he
and
wants to
you
go
know what?
home, fine, they can go
Yeah,
home.
yeah.
But
I
my
don't.
my thing is, and listen, there were so many Panther fans that were on Twitter
Right,
popping ass about, oh, you got to keep Adam Thielen. You got to keep Adam Thielen. That's
right.
Bryce's number one target. He has the most trust with Bryce out of any wide receiver. But it's like, dude, I don't want any part of a player that doesn't want to be a part of what we're doing.
Right.
And you know, look, I understand. Like I said, he wants to go home, but I'm sorry, man. I just cannot
Um,
fight the feeling that he just did not want to be a part of the Carolina Panthers anymore. And I think that if we were a more well-rounded contending football team, I'm sorry, I don't think that he would be
that
beating down
that
the
leave that
general
comment up.
manager's door in order to get out of here. I don't believe that. I just don't. I just don't.
Adam Thielen had no communications with Frank Reich. Okay, Adam Thielen didn't come here until after Frank Reich was fired, and uh, Adam's first year here was with Dave Canales. Let's not backtrack that. Let's be bluntly honest. Adam Thielen got what he wanted from us, and he loaned all that little. Oh, we love Charlotte. We love Charlotte. My family loves. That's a load of horse ass bullshit. Y'all stop getting your belly rubbed so you will smile. Your hand ain't going no further down.
So, by the way, the compensation for the trade, the Panthers trade wide receiver Adam Thielen and a conditional 2026 seventh round pick and a 2027 fifth round pick to the Vikings for a 2026 fifth round pick and a 2027 fourth round pick. Now, Latham Ransom was a fourth round pick. Jatavian Sanders was a fourth round pick. So all of these picks, while they might not be, you know, as attention grabbing as first and second rounders, you know, these are where you can do meaningful damage later in the draft, building up your football team. So especially if these guys continue to work out, those are important picks for the Carolina Panthers. Let me welcome in my bro, Jake the Snake, back on the free for all. Jake, what's up, brother?
Man, just chilling. I really, real quick, I wanted to get in this conversation because
Jump on, man.
I think it also came down to being this is his last year, y'all. I truly believe that. I think this is his last year, and I think he wanted to end his journey back home. He still has a house up there. He still has a boat up there, and I think that's ultimately what it came down to. I don't think it came down to him. He hated Carolina. I just think he wanted to finish his journey with the Vikings because that's where it all started. I mean, he went to Minnesota. He got signed by the Minnesota Vikings out at the UDFA, and I really think that's what it just came down to. He wanted to end his journey where he started it.
Yeah, Jake, let me ask you this because I was asking this to Michael and Pickle. Is it just that he wanted to go home, or is it also that he wanted to get the hell up out of Carolina? Like, would he be busting down the general manager's door if he was with the Kansas City Chiefs or the Baltimore Ravens or a team that everybody knows is on the precipice of competing for a Super Bowl? Or is this just him wanting to be back home? Tell me how you feel about this, really. Did he just want to get away from the Carolina Panthers?
I mean, I think that does have a little part into it as well, but I think it more so is leaning towards he want to go back home. As simple as that. I don't think it was like he hated absolutely Carolina because if he hated Carolina, he wouldn't have came here in the first place. I mean, remember he was on the Pat McAfee show saying that the Carolina Panthers
Yeah.
had a chance to make it to the Super Bowl. I don't know what he was smoking and on at that point in time, but yeah, it definitely wasn't going to happen. But I'm still leaning more towards that. He simply just wanted to go back home because maybe training camp. I mean, we got to think that this guy's 35 years old, man. A lot of these older vets don't like training camp anyways. maybe training camp got to him was like, damn, this really is going to be my last year. Because remember, at the end of last year, he says he's going to, take, weeks behind, take a few weeks off, really think about it and decide by that. I think, training camp hit him. This dude, he ain't getting any younger. And I think he simply said in his mind that this is going to be my last year. I want to finish it where I started it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Let me before you go, Pickle, let me welcome in Malik to the C3 Friday Free for All. Malik, what's up, brother?
What's up, Cody? Hey, look, man. It's been a minute since I've been on the podcast, so I want to say shout out to the C3
Appreciate
family.
you, brother.
What's up, man?
But when it comes to Adam Thielen, I just think it basically came down to he didn't feel like he was winning the Super Bowl this year regardless. And since it's his last year, of course, let me go home and finish where I started off. I think it was a double-edged sword. Because it's not like you said, Kansas City wasn't calling for Adam Thielen.
Yep.
Philadelphia wasn't calling for Adam Thielen. It was Minnesota, another young quarterback, just like Bryce Young, a young quarterback. And no matter which team he is on, he's not going to be the number one target anymore. He's not the ex-receiver he used to be.
Yep.
He's a slot receiver. Either way, he's going to be behind either Justin Jefferson or Mario Addison, or he's going to be behind T-Mac and Excel. So no matter what, he's number 3 on any depth chart. So why not go home and finish where I started?
Well,
I can't be mad.
Let me ask y'all something. There's some folks were saying that he just wanted to go home. Let me ask, why now? Why in the last 2 weeks or the last week?
Because
why not instead of re-signing when he was deciding he was wanting to retire or play, he said, I'll play one more year because I want to be with Bryce Young. And now he changed his mind in the last week.
I think
after they gave him a nice little fat raise.
Yeah,
I think, like I said, reality check hit him during training camp, and not only that, I don't think truly the Vikings had a true interest in him, because you got to think the Vikings was the same team that cut him, right? They ended up cutting him before his contract ended up,
and
right?
Nobody else wanted Adam Thielen.
By the way, before you finish,
before
you finish, the only reason why they needed him right now was because they have a bunch of injuries on their team and they're hurting at the wide receiver position, so they need him right now. Go ahead, Jake.
Well, their number 2 corner, he's not hurt; he's suspended. I think that has a lot to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
I think to this point, that's the reason why the trade happened, because I truly don't think the Minnesota Vikings had interest in him until here recently.
Well, maybe I shouldn't take it this way, but I ain't nobody's fucking side chick. Right?
Damn.
Now, Adam Thielen may be that little.
You're the main ball, ain't you, Pickle?
Adam Thielen may be that little hoe you pass around. Well, your wife knocked up. Fuck. No nookie knock. Hang on. Hey, Adam, I need your ass over here, bro. That's what that shit is. You can be nice all the hell you want to. That's exactly what that shit.
But you know what? Let me push back, Pickle, because what it might be, it might be is the fact of the matter that he sees that Jalen Coker technically could outplay him, and humbly, he doesn't want to see a third stringer take his job, because I don't care what nobody say. Jalen Coker proved to me that without Adam Thielen, we are just fine. And I don't know if anybody else paid attention how consistent Jalen Coker's been. Jalen Coker makes me say, we don't have Adam Thielen, that's just fine. We are just okay because he's that dependable.
Yeah. Hey, man, let me welcome somebody. Real quick, Pickle. Let me welcome somebody into the show. Everybody give a warm round of applause for Twan Don.
What up, Twan?
Oh, I like that. I like that, Cody.
Man, give me no sound of applause.
Yeah.
Hey, shut the hell up, Pickle.
Hey, man,
I always give you the sound that, most of the time.
StreamYard got them sounds now.
I see this catching on. A lot more people. Just remember who did that shit first, man.
Jump in here, Twan.
Hey, all I gotta say so far is talk that shit, Pickle. Pickle is on one right now, bro. Look, man, what just happened was the Panthers panthering.
Yeah. You know what?
I wonder. Let me get it off, Pickle. I wonder. Look, why are you gonna let this dude practice with you all fucking summer? Get him ready. It's so many questions that need to be asked about this shit. Get him ready. He knows the playbook. All that. He said he was coming back because of Bryce. You know what I'm saying? That he wanted to see what the team could do. Like y'all just said, the only reason why Minnesota wanted him back is because they got these people in trouble or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The Panthers are always looking out for everybody but the fucking Panthers. What Thielen would have meant to us keeping him here was momentum, going in the right direction to make more guys look at Carolina and go, look, man, I want to be over there. Or when Thielen takes off, then I want to slip into his spot. With the receivers that we have anyway, I mean, it's not going to be hard for people to want to come over here and be a part of this. But then that's going to go into a whole quarterback discussion on how Bryce looks this year, and that's besides the point.
Oh, we're about to have that discussion.
Okay,
I promise you.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Pickle just said it. Why would you wait to the last fucking minute to send this dude? Look, everybody always get so gun happy when they see picks and shit. Y'all don't know what them picks gonna turn out to be.
Facts.
I don't know what those picks are gonna be. Just like with Dallas, I don't give a fuck if you gave Dallas 3 first rounds. It might not calculate to Michael Parsons. You will never get another Michael Parsons. Ever.
Twan, let me ask you this.
So the Panthers doing what they did, Cody, just like that damn Morgan shit. Look, bro, what are you doing? Why would you do that at the last fucking minute?
Let me ask you this though, Twan. Let me ask you this. So, we just played the clip of Dan Morgan on the Kyle Bailey show, and he was talking about how he really wanted out. Like he was, damn near begging and pleading to get out of Carolina. My question is, how bad is it that he just didn't? So, for example, did he just want to go home?
Okay.
Or did he just want to get the fuck up out of Carolina?
He just wanted to get his wife to shut the hell up. That's exactly what that had to do with.
Follow me on this. Hey, y'all follow me on this. So, let's all say it together. Somebody is telling a fucking lie. Because when Coker was up there at that damn stand, for those of you guys that saw it, Coker said, I saw Thielen and he looked pissed off. He wanted to be here. So either Coker's lying, which I don't think he is, or Dan is lying. Somebody's lying, Cody.
I tell you who lied. I tell you, Adam Thielen bullshit Coker. That's exactly.
Somebody is lying.
Ain't nobody going to convince me that Adam Thielen ain't bullshitting Panther fans. You're not going to convince me that he didn't sign that contract extension early to give him a nice big healthy pay raise.
Pickle, who is it on?
Turn around and find out through social media
that he can go home.
Vikings wide receivers hurt and the others suspended.
Pickle, who is it on?
And then find out that by Dan Morgan that the Vikings wanted you. Would you be interested? So he calls his old lady loses her shit, post all over Instagram.
Yeah, she was posting wild. By the way, that's how everybody knew. Hold up, Pickle. That's how everybody knew that there was even smoke to this fire to begin with, because his wife had gone on Instagram even before the trade was announced. I mean, she was basically.
And that ain't how we're supposed to find that shit out.
She was making it sound like it was damn near official, man. Round of applause for my boy. Cole, what's up, dude?
What's going on, Cody? What's going on, fellas? Hope y'all having a nice, good Friday evening so far. We are getting another
Yes,
Friday
sir.
closer to football. We
Hey,
only
Cole,
got one more
I'm
after this.
pissed
We're
off,
gonna hit
Cole.
somebody.
I'm pissed off, Cole.
Cole, talk to me about this Adam Thielen situation, bro. Did he just really want to go home like it's being made out to be, or did he want to get the hell out of Carolina? Talk to me, bro.
I think it was more so he wanted to go home, but I mean, I'm not going to sit here and believe he wanted to stay here just from the short video clip we did see when he was sitting on the stairs talking to his baby girl or boy, I can't remember which one it was, but yeah, he's like, we're going home, and he looked pretty happy to me about it, so I don't want to hear nothing about that. He's very happy to go home.
That's why I said he was bullshitting Coker.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
But even if Coker was bullshitting, Coker said the right thing. That's all I'm trying to say. Maybe Coker was bullshitting, trying to hype the team.
Before you announce the next person, listen. This is why I'm saying somebody's lying, Pickle. You got what Dan Morgan said. You got what Coker said. You got what Thielen said. We got what his wife was saying. This shit ain't adding up, man. Somebody's fucking lying, bro.
You're right. And
it's like 4 different stories.
Right, and I'll tell you, in my personal opinion, and I might be wrong. Ask G, baby. I'm wrong a lot, according to him. But I choose to believe Dan Morgan because I don't see any reason why Dan Morgan lie.
But Pickle, why believe any of them? Why believe any of them?
Let me tell you what. Now, Cody probably will talk about this later, but I'll throw Renfro in a little bit. Dan Morgan said on Kyle Bailey's show that he wants to add that he told Hunter Renfro, I got a spot on the 53 for you. I'll bring you right in. I got a spot on the 53.
That shit don't make sense, bro.
It doesn't at all.
Let me tell you what.
If you wanted him, why would you come?
Well, because you know what?
Cody just said it. If you wanted him, why didn't you cut him?
David Canales ain't cutting his boy. And Dave Canales ain't cutting his man. Dave Canales ain't cutting his youngin, David Moore. That ain't gonna happen. And here's how that depth's gonna be is right now. You got T-Mac, XL, and Coker. Then you got David Moore. If you throw Renfro into that, you're going to put Renfro above David Moore. Dave Canales ain't having that bullshit.
All right, hold on. Real quick. Let me add some people in here, man. First up, let me welcome to the Friday Free-For-All, Jakin. Jakin, what's up, dude? Welcome to the show.
What's up, boys?
What's up,
can you guys
How you
hear
doing,
me?
brother? Yeah, loud and clear, man. Welcome to the Free-For-All.
Welcome.
Jump in on this Adam Thielen situation,
Don't mind our screaming. We good. We do this all the
No,
time.
you're cool, dude. I've been watching you guys for a long time. I'm always at work. I'm on the West Coast. I'm in NorCal.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
whenever you guys go live,
where he
I'm
is.
always
Cali
at work.
connection.
Right.
Awesome, bro.
But
Yeah,
I lived
talk
down
to
in
me
Raleigh
about,
for a couple of years.
Oh, cool,
Yeah.
man. Dude, Raleigh's a beautiful place, man. That's where
What
Tawana is.
part of California are you in?
Outside Sacramento.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Sacktown, okay.
So, Jake, and jump in on this Adam Thielen situation, man. Was this a situation of Adam just wanting to play what's ostensibly his final year of football back with the Minnesota Vikings? Or was there an element of, hey, if I'm going to play my final year, I don't want to do it with the Carolina Panthers? How do you feel, man?
Well, I feel like Panther fans were kind of jaded where we're always on the defensive, where people we think people don't like us. So we automatically want to assume that he just doesn't want to be a Panther. But I mean, if you look at it, he got a raise before the draft. Before we drafted T-Mac, if you listen to Dan Morgan and Dave Canales, they never thought T-Mac was going to be there at 8. I'm pretty sure they anticipated drafting a defensive player. So you give him a raise, and then you fill up the wide receiver room with Renfro and T-Mac. And then Adam Thielen's not naive. He knows that he's 35 years old. If you watch a lot of his routes that are ran last year, this dude is so slow that he would actually mess up the timing of other people's routes. Because if he was doing like a shallow cross, he would be so slow that he would get in people's way. So everyone that's there knew that Coker was the future in the slot position. I'm sure Thielen recognized it also.
Right.
Why would he want to be a burden on his teammates? Because that's the same reason Jadeveon Clowney got released, is because you can't feasibly bench Jadeveon Clowney for a younger person. It just looks to have him on the team and pay him as much money as we did, and then just not let him play when you want to develop young players, because we have a young team. Bryce Young is in his third year. XL's in his second year. T-Max in his first year. It doesn't make sense to keep a 35-year-old wide receiver and stunt the growth of our young core. I think Thielen was kind of, to be honest, doing the Panthers a favor by being traded, accepting a trade. It behooves both sides. He gets to go home. Panthers get to, start Coker. I think it's a very mutually agreeable situation.
Yeah, and listen, I'm not mad at Adam Thielen. I feel like sometimes you have to read between the lines, and maybe you're right. Maybe we are a little bit jaded. Maybe we do always feel like it's us Panther fans against the world. And I mean, I definitely know I feel that way sometimes. But to me,
He'll get you.
I also think that him. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but I just don't know if he would want to leave with the same fervor if it was a team like the Baltimore Ravens or the Buffalo Bills or the Kansas City Chiefs. Hey, we'll never know. Shout out to Red Swarm with the $7.99. Says Cody, I respect the show. Appreciate you, brother. Before we go forward, Adam Thielen had some words up in Minnesota to say about Bryce Young. I wanted to play that as we transition to a broader discussion about Bryce Young and all these wide receivers and how they're going to have to step up in a big way now.
Before you hit play, I haven't even seen this, but let me guess. He's just going to be talking about how great Bryce is.
Hey, man, it's almost like you have a crystal ball, Twan.
No, I think that's why it makes it so
Who
crazy.
didn't know that?
I just didn't think that this was even a possibility. I thought the next time I would be talking to you guys is when I was signing a one-day contract and retiring. So this is pretty surreal. Again, I'm going to take advantage of every second that I'm back in this building. And I've tried to do that from a little bit of a different perspective.
Oh, that's not even the clip I was looking for. My bad. But I do want to ask, though, now that Adam Thielen is out.
Talk, Brad.
Yeah, I'm going to find the one of him talking about Bryce.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Let me get Michael. Michael was raising his hand. Go ahead, Michael.
Okay, so first of all, honestly, once you find that clip, Cody, I got a lot to say about that, man, because at this point, I don't know, man, but I need to say something right now. So I agree with, now that I hear everybody's points about, Adam Thielen, and especially Pickle and how he mentioned it. So, and yes, but see, this is where it kind of hit me in the head a little bit. Okay, we just signed you to a one-year deal only to find out that you wanted to go back to. Then guess what? You should have went back home last year, and guess what? You should never got that contract.
Tell him, Michael.
Huh?
Tell him.
They didn't want him last year. They only wanted him when.
Well, then guess what? You should never came here then. It's bullcrap.
They already casted him away.
Don't do this, Adam. Don't do this, Adam.
Yeah, well,
see, this is what I was trying to tell Pickle.
Anyway.
This is what I was trying to tell people earlier.
He never wanted to leave Minnesota right there. That's a great point.
Yeah, Jason, say what you just said, because I think you hit the nail on the head.
He never wanted to leave Minnesota. They kicked him out. He came to Carolina as a Carolina's so bad that it was the only place that he'd be able to
rehab
start.
stop.
yeah. Listen, I'm not acting like I'm offended. I'm really not. I said before. Actually, I think it was during preseason 1 or 2 when we were talking about it, and some folks were going in on Hunter or Renfro or Moore or whatever, and I said, listen, if it's up to me, I'm cutting both the old guys and go strictly young. I said that. It's on there somewhere. That's fact. Now, but at the same time, people keep saying Adam was Bryce's security blanket. Y'all drop that shit. his security blanket said, nah, fuck it, I'm going. I mean, that's exactly. That's not your security blanket. Like I said before, when a lot of people weren't here, that's your side chick, y'all. We was Adam's side chick. His old lady had the baby. Now she wanted him back. He dumping you and going back to her.
So let me bring up a point that JD was making in the chat, and I do think that it is worth bringing up again, right? So this year, Lathan Ransom, who was a fourth or fifth round pick, is looking like he's going to be a stud. Okay, Jatavion Sanders, also a fourth round pick. Dan Morgan is showing that he is pretty good in these later rounds at picking up talent that is, good potential starters for the Carolina Panthers. Should we just look at this as, the glass half full, that now we're able to get some picks for some players who are potentially going to, hopefully in the future, be starters, while you got rid of a player who was probably on the final year of his contract. Maybe this is the best possible thing for us to happen. Now, for a fact that Xavier Legette and Tedderell McMillan, and more important, Jalen Coker, are going to be getting more looks now than they would have been if you had Adam Thielen still being that safety blanket for Bryce.
That's just putting a Band-Aid on the shit, because like Michael was saying earlier, man, shout out to Michael Weidrich, who just look, man. Why does Carolina always have to take the bad end of all these deals and shit like that? That's how we operate. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, those guys, we were hoping those guys were going to do that stuff anyway that Cody just mentioned. You know what I'm saying? Now people going to want to try to make it nice, make it neat, and go, okay, look at the bright side. The other players are going to get more or whatever. Okay, but the thing was, Thielen was one of the more talented receivers. I don't give a shit about his age. I care about production. He cooked most young dudes that was in front of him last year. He cooked them. Let's go back to Friday Free for All last week. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When we said Cody, man, you threw the picture up there and that shit threw me.
It's handsome. Distracted me.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna let you think about it real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, this is what we're talking about anyway. It's now that we no longer have Adam Thielen, and remember, we're drawing a lot of parallels to our other Super Bowl seasons and this year, right? So, in 2015, we lost Kelvin Benjamin. We lost a receiver that everybody thought was going to be a huge part of what we were doing that year. And it caused Cam Newton to have to spread the ball around and really be an efficient passer. Now it's an opportunity. Now it's an opportunity for Bryce to do that same thing without Adam Thielen. Why y'all think about that? Listen to what Adam had to say about Bryce Young.
It's about Bryce because he deserves the respect. He's a great man. He's a great leader. He's a great quarterback, and you saw that at the end of last year. Just the stuff that he had to go through, the adversity his first 2 years in the league, you don't wish that upon anybody. And so for him to kind of handle that and then to where he's at right now it just says a lot about his character and who he is and what kind of player he's going to be in this league. So much respect for him, because I probably am not here today. I guarantee I'm not here today without him. Just him trusting me, him giving me opportunity, and believing in me to be able to still continue to play this game that I love.
So look, it's him saying that. It's him saying that makes me more ready to just move on, right? Because him saying, hey, he wouldn't even be here today if it wasn't for Bryce Young.
He just said the right things.
Yeah, but hold up. As people mentioned earlier,
didn't mean that shit.
Just like Kristen Butler mentioned in the chat, when he was cut by the Minnesota Vikings, the Carolina Panthers were literally the only team that gave him a chance to continue to play football at a high level and revitalize his career. I mean, he was a 1,000-yard receiver his first year here in Carolina, and you don't do that on accident, right? So, I do think and maybe this is just being hopeful, but what I do think is that now this will force Bryce to spread the ball around to all the different unique talent that we have put on this team. I think Jacob wants to go. Go ahead, Jacob.
Yeah, it is funny because he had nowhere else to go, and it was literally, if you look back at 2023, it was him and like DJ Chark.
Yeah.
So the reason that he revitalized his career is because he was playing with dudes that are not even in the NFL anymore. So that's why he should be thankful to the Panthers, because we're the only ones that surrounded him with like a terrible team that he shined very brightly. Because if you look at our wide receivers last year, he missed 7 games, like almost half the season. So if you like take him out, what the big differences are going to be anyway? We already had like Coker and XL for half the season as the main starters anyway. And XL got open. He just didn't catch the ball.
Yeah.
He had 500 yards.
Yes.
If you, I would love to know how many yards he would have had if he didn't drop the fucking ball.
Yeah. Me
like
too.
he would have been pushing 750,
Mm-hmm.
probably.
Probably. Well, go ahead, Jake. Yeah, let me get Jake in here.
Well, I just have one last thing to say about Adam Thielen. If Adam Thielen would have stayed and he would have played out the whole year, if he would have been our leading wide receiver, I'm sorry, but I'm questioning Dave Canals for one.
Right.
I'm questioning Rod Moore as a coach too. I'm questioning both them guys because we've had back-to-back years taking first-round wide receivers. You have Coker that's supposed to be emerging. We also drafted Jimmy Horn in the later rounds. If Adam Thielen would have been our leading receiver at the end of the season, I'm questioning this coaching staff really bad.
Well, hold up, Jake. Why are you doing that? Listen, Bryce threw the ball to whoever the fuck was open last year. He didn't decide that, look, I'm just going to throw the Thielen all day. It was whoever was open.
I'm going to question that too, because no, he didn't always throw it out.
Let me finish my point, though. The reason why, let's tell people why he was out those games. I mean, that mean he ripped up his motherfucking stomach muscles catching the touchdown.
Because he's old.
Yeah?
Because he's old.
Have you ever landed on the football before? Have you ever landed on the football before? I'm landing on one before. Sometimes that shit, bro, look, I'm telling you, that shit hurts.
But
some people don't come back about it right away.
But let
me go Pickle and then I'm going to say something after Pickle.
Bryce didn't always throw to who was open. There was lots of time last year he had other people open. Bryce threw to who he trusted. And if it wasn't for the coaches demanding him to repeatedly throw to XL, he would have stopped throwing to XL.
Let me say this.
The coaches force-fed him to throw to XL.
That's not like every other quarterback in the league, I know.
But multiple times, Sanders, the tight end, was open, but was never thrown. Multiple times. He could have sat down there and smoked his cigarette, ate a hot dog, or drunk a beer, and Bryce still wouldn't have saw him.
So let me say this.
That's the fact. You know, like I want to be clear, I'm not saying Adam is a bad receiver. I'm simply saying he used us for what he wanted. He got what he wanted. Good riddance to him.
That's the overall
I think our receivers.
That's the overall point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, I think our current receiving core is better now than it was before training camp. I'm glad the 2 old guys ain't on this team. No fucking.
So look, let me jump in and say this though, and I've said this for a while now. The Carolina Panthers have spent their last 2 first-round picks at wide receiver. I'm sorry, you cannot tell me that we had a dire need for Adam Thielen on this team. And what I think Jake was trying to say to him is that if Bryce or this offense needed Adam Thielen to run, we have much bigger problems on this team that we're going to be dealing with than Adam Thielen. That's what I'm saying. He was good at getting open, but what I'm saying is Teteroa McMillan needs to get open consistently. Xavier needs to get open consistently. And last but not least, one of the breakout players of last year can continue to show himself to be the future of the slot position, and that's Jalen Coker, who looked incredible last year.
How many drops did Coker have?
0.
That's
you thought Coker was a breakout player last year?
Oh, absolutely. You don't?
For the
You don't think
Panthers? You mean for the Panthers, right? Or you ain't talking about the whole league? Or are you talking about the Panthers?
For the Panthers.
He was. But I mean, if you compare him to other rookie wide receivers, he had a very good year, and he didn't start that many games. He didn't play in that many games.
don't think that we have seen the best out of Jalen Coker yet. I think we've yet to see just exactly
11 games,
how capable of a wide receiver
this
he
is the thing. What I'm saying is we always talk about culture, right? And how to build a culture. Pickle, you know this when I say this. That's called building a culture. When you got guys that you can bring in and that the other guys can learn over. Oh, we all thought it was a great idea that Thielen was teaching these young receivers things to do or whatever. Look, I don't have to have Thielen on the team. I just don't like the way the bullshit went down. He could have went on. I mean, the minute he put that damn Vikings helmet on in practice, I knew some shit was up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But my thing is, we're not going to make it seem like older players don't be on teams to help the young guys come up naturally, opposed to like what we've done in the past to take rookies and throw them right out there, and then they don't develop and we wind up getting rid of them.
Right, but Twan, didn't he already do that though? The first 2 seasons, he literally was the number 1 wide receiver for Bryce Young.
You didn't get nothing from it though.
He served well. I mean, yeah, but he served his time. Now there is a youth movement here in Carolina, and I think it's time to focus on that. Let me move to Bryce Young. I'm gonna go to Cole if I still got Cole. What should we expect from Bryce Young this season? Now that he has to spread the ball around to the other guys on this team, and what parallels do you see to Cam Newton in 2015?
I'll start from the back end with that. I don't think anybody needs to compare 2015 to what Bryce is trying to do on the field this year, because it's not going to look anything like what Cam.
You're going to run people over, man. Come on.
Yeah, I highly doubt that. Hey, but you know what? Bryce is deceptively sneaky in the pocket, though, when he is running, but it's on undesigned plays when he's improvising. He's not a bad runner. I'm not trying to say that whatsoever.
True.
But I think a good season for him, Cody, is definitely protecting the rock. And yardage-wise, I really don't want to put a cap on that. I'm just worried about those touchdown to interceptions ratio. And then if we can protect the ball and run the ball, and for somehow Vero can get his head out of his ass and we play good defense for once, I see no reason why Bryce Young can't take us to the playoffs finally, my friend.
There you go, Cole. Cook, brother. Cook.
Go ahead, Jay. Jump in.
Nah, I mean, I just expect, like what Cole just said, take care of the ball, man. Capitalize in the red zone, man. We've been so bad in the red zone. I mean, prior to last year, we might not have been really good last year in the red zone, but over the years, we've just been so terrible in the red zone. I really just want Bryce Young just to capitalize in the red zone, take care of the football, be smart with the ball, look for the open wide receiver, go through your progression too. Go through your progressions, man. Like, I don't know how many times that me and Pickle watched film and he just didn't go through his progression the whole time. Like, he would just stare down. And I do think he really did somebody told him that he needed to force-fed XL, because he was staring down at XL on multiple routes.
They did.
He really did.
You can't watch film and not realize that. He was.
So, all right,
He's waiting for him to get open.
Cody, really quick, I want to say one thing.
Yeah,
this sounds totally unorthodox whatsoever, but if you're going to stare a damn wide receiver down, we just drafted one that Bryce can get away with that shit. I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And listen, let's be real. If Xavier Legette would have caught the balls that were thrown to him, we would have beat the Eagles and the Super Bowl, or we would have beat the Eagles and Kansas City. Both.
I'll go further than that. He would have been a 1,000-yard wide receiver as a rookie.
Right. And we would have squeezed ourselves into the playoffs.
And if there were enough fucking cameras at the Bucks game,
yes,
that's 3 extra wins, boys.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It was so fucked out of a touchdown. That was a
ridiculous.
touchdown. It was so stupid, man. And now they have all the cameras this year, and they're tracking the football going across the first down line. Dude, so stupid. The Panthers always find a way to get it. Never mind, bro.
I agree with that.
That's why we're jaded, because
yeah.
And
we've
if you listened,
we've been on the shit end of the stick so many times. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if you listen to any like national media that do like rundowns of like the league, the dudes always know absolutely nothing about the Panthers.
No,
like
what gets me is when you watch some of these analyst shows afterward. and you can tell by listening to them, they've watched a 2-second highlight reel.
That's it. A damn
And that's
YouTube
all
video.
they've watched. And then they want to act like they know what they're talking about the Panthers. Man, you know what? I like to reach out in that TV and smack the hell out of some of these boys.
Calm down,
man. I'm just so tired of the bullshit, bro. Like the Carolina Panthers we always figure out a way how to fuck ourselves, bro. You know what I'm saying? The distraction is what we got back for him. That's just a fucking distraction, bro. But the way this shit went down, like, you know, it's just like, fuck the Panthers fans. Look, or let's pull the wool over their eyes. They won't know what's going on or whatever. I mean, Thielen really gave signals since he had on the damn Vikings helmet. Then his wife, with all the shit she did, I don't really give a fuck about that. We don't even know if he was pushing her to do that. And then Coker coming out and saying, I don't think Coker would lie. Coker saying, I just saw him and he was pretty upset about being traded. To have Dan Morgan say that he didn't want to be here, come on, man. So either Thielen is an incredible actor who's going to get an Academy Award this year.
He is.
Or we just got fucking fooled again.
I mean, there can be two conflicting feelings. He can be happy about going back to the Vikings while at the same time being upset he's leaving Bryce Young and the rest of the receivers. Like, you are allowed to have more than one like emotion.
Not in football, man. Not in football.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
but we went out on the boat in Minnesota, Cody.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
what
I mean,
you're
that's
saying.
a good point. When all of the players would congregate and get together in the offseason, it was with Adam Thielen up by the lake in Minnesota. So
yeah, in Minnesota.
Now someone else is not only is this a big deal for Bryce, but someone in this receiving room is going to have to step up and be the leader that Adam Thielen kind of left that hole on this team for.
David Canales said Bryce
hunting in the woods.
David Canales said Bryce had to be that leader. And David Canales ain't worried about a leader in the locker room.
Right.
Y'all, he got David Moore, his guy.
Yep.
His super boy.
Hey, Cody, he loves and respects Bryce so much that he left. And I understand he did what he had to do, what was best for his family. But, Cody, you remember last week when I said the Panthers have to do what's best for who? The Panthers.
Right.
Because everybody else is going to do what they have to do for themselves. Right.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something, Twan?
Yeah. Go ahead, Jake, and then after you ask the question, I'm going to introduce someone. Go ahead.
Are you guys happy with the compensation?
Yes, I am.
I say yes because I believe
well.
I believe that we weren't going to get any more than that. And I like that Dan Morgan, what he's been able to do with those 4th and 5th round picks. So I'm not upset.
So do you think we would have gotten that same compensation if we had traded him earlier? Because the only reason he's getting traded for what he's getting traded for is because the Vikings are desperate because of the suspension to Addison, which wasn't announced until a couple weeks ago.
Right. We would, if we tried to trade, if Adam would have came back and said, well, I don't want to retire, but I don't want to be here. I would rather be somewhere that I could have a better chance of winning in the playoffs. And I would like to go back to Minnesota. We would have probably got a conditional 6th or 7th. Mm-hmm. But I don't think Minnesota would have took him back then. But at the same time, they had a great need. We had a guy that fits what they want. And I'll be personal to answer a little bit of Twan's question. I think Adam Thielen would have caused issues. Maybe not in the locker room itself, but holdout or complaint. I don't believe Adam would have just sat quietly and done his job. I don't. That's not the Adam I saw. At the end of all this, I saw the only person Adam ever told that, to my knowledge, that he didn't want to be traded was Coker. Adam, according to Dan Morgan, aggressively pursued the trade. Adam told his agent, yes, I want to be traded. Adam told the Vikings, yes, I want to go play for you. Adam celebrated with his wife and family very much that they are going home. They are going home. I do not think that Adam would have sat quietly in a corner and done his all for one more year. I do not believe that was going to happen.
Well, I can tell you why I live in California. It's because my wife wants to live here.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the point. I agree with you.
You have to do.
Great point.
I want to be back in North Carolina as soon as possible, but her entire family's here. She won't let me leave. So
right.
Damn, bro. Hey man, happy wife, happy life. That's what they say.
That's what
before we go any further, I need to
hold on. Happy spouse, happy house.
I gotta welcome some people into the show, man. First up, from the beautiful Isle of Hawaii, my bro JD, back on the free for all. JD, talk to me about this trade, brother. How you feeling about Adam Thielen leaving the team, and what do you feel Bryce Young is capable of now without him?
And I'm first and foremost, I'm at a loss for how many people seem to be upset that they traded AT and got what they got for him. You got a 4th round pick for a receiver that in all likelihood should be retiring after this season. That opens the doorway for a Coker, that opens the doorway for a Horn Jr. Coker in particular, we saw ball out when AT went down last year. But we somehow mad because Adam Thielen wanted to go home. I'm at a freaking loss. And it's not like the receiving room is devoid of talent because they did draft McMillan. They have Excel, second-year player. Coker should be able to step up. Hell, by all metrics, a lot of people say Coker outplayed Excel last year. And then you have David Moore. People upset with Renfro not being on the roster over Moore. Moore offers more to the team as a special teamer. I can understand what Renfro was a few years ago. Renfro, the receiver, is way more decorated than David Moore is. But David Moore in this system and what he means to the team is much more impactful than Renfro. Would I love to have Renfro as a backup? But let's keep it all the way 100. Renfro, I don't want him taking snaps from Horn Jr. because what Horn Jr. could be is probably a shit ton better than Renfro ever is. I'm speculating, I'm guessing, but that's just my 2 cents. So then when we talk about what Bryce Young could be this season, we saw it last year with lesser talent, if we're being honest. There was no I was about to butcher man's name. There was no McMillan. Excel should be able to step up. Coker in a starting role. We saw Bryce in the final 3 games of the season cook. Now he's had a full off season. His confidence is restored. And we really sitting here about what are we really complaining about? Like what is anyone really upset about? They got a 4th for a guy who is not going to be a part of the future. And if any of the receivers that are
give that man JD a round of applause, My man is spitting hot fire.
Bro, I'm just saying. If any of the receivers that are currently on the roster aren't stepping up, let's say the top 3, the first 3 off the bench, McMillan, Excel, Coker. You have Horn Jr. Who, I'm whatever snaps Coker doesn't get, Horn Jr. needs to be on the field. You got guys that are going to be on the practice squad, 6'4", 6'5", running 4.4s. This is how I'm thinking, and the first team that comes to mind is the Detroit Lions. I'm a butcher his name if I try to say it. The St. Brown kid, Nicola with the Rams. I'm looking around the league and for years wondering why the fuck can't the Panthers find receivers that seem to either A, burst onto the scene and be a guy, McMillan, or develop into a guy, Coker. We have a situation where we should be seeing that. We saw our quarterback again last year with lesser talent ball out. We should be seeing that happen this year, but we're upset because the proven guy, this is name chasing again, because you want Michael Parsons, but we might very damn well have Michael Parsons. We drafted him in the 3rd round. We might already have a Michael Parsons on the team, but I want name because he's already established. Nah. Move AT on. You send him back to his home. Win-win for everybody. He went back to his home, a team that actually should have some success this year. So if he balls out, good for you, my dog. But I'm fully prepared for Coker to be everything that he showed himself to be last year.
Awesome, bro. That's fire. Hold on. Before anybody else jumps in, bro. 106 people watching. 33 thumbs up. Oh, Digital Allen may not be here, but I'm the next best thing. Hit that like button. That's all we need you to do, man. It's free. It helps out the podcast. It helps the YouTube algorithm to put us in front of more people. We have so much more content to deliver to the great fans of the Carolina Panthers this year. All we ask is that you hit that thumbs up button. Come on, y'all. We need it. Let me welcome in my brother from another mother, Poppin' Bullets, back on the free for all. Poppin', what's up, bro?
What's good? What's good? What's up, everybody?
Chilling, bro. Jump in on this Adam Thielen conversation, bro.
Well, I hate to pat myself on my own back.
Ah, shit.
But I remember some time ago, I wouldn't say raging, but I was pissed off, and I think Pickle probably remembers this. I was pissed off about Adam Thielen and how he conducted himself as a Carolina Panther, talking junk about, him not being satisfied and this, that, and other, and yada, yada, yada. And I was like, hey, I don't want you here if you're going to talk shit about the team. I mean, I don't consider you a Panther anyway. So, he got some hush money a little bit this year, after this year, at his last season. But, I mean, I've been saying it. He hasn't wanted to be here since he got here. It was just a display of him showing that he could still play at his age in the game. So, I'd rather you be somewhere where you want to be happy instead of being somewhere where they're putting up with you. I mean, at the end of the day. Did he contribute? Yes, he did. Did he help Bryce develop? I think so. Was he a good wide receiver while he was here? Yes. But at the end of the day, you know what I like to see? People that we have sat here and molded from pups to turn into dogs. And all our wide receiver core, except for maybe 2 of them, we did not draft. The other 4, we drafted. Let's see what they can do. This is young.
Go ahead.
Good. This is a young core. If Bryce can't get it done with these guys, then he just can't get it done. There's no lack of talent. Take the training wheels off. Let him be a big boy. I was all for him. I was all for him trading. I said this about 6 weeks ago on this show that I could see him being traded mid-season. I threw that out there. People went crazy, thought I was bullshitting. And what happened, guys? He got traded, Crazy how that works. Because I knew that he's not signed to any more years. You might as well get something for him. You're not going to extend him because you just got T-Mac. So what would be the point?
Yeah.
What would be the point, guys?
Nothing. Keeping. That's what the Panthers have done for years now. Is keep players to where when they walk away in free agency, we ain't got nothing.
We're like, what the fuck is that?
I remember a Bill Belichick.
That is a pickled Panther.
I remember a Bill Belichick being celebrated because he would move on from a player a year or 2 before he should have and get something for that player when they were at the peak of their abilities or towards the end of the peak of their abilities. Hey, I'm not telling you that this team is worse with Adam Thielen on it. Like I'm saying this man's name, as I say, anytime I say Adam Thielen's name, the first thing that pops into my dome is that one-handed catch he had, I believe, against the Bucs. The scary thing is did we not see Coker, not the same type of catch, but did we not see Coker make a one-handed catch in the preseason? Have we not seen Coker catch every damn thing? If it hits his hands, it's his. You got a 6'4" rangy receiver, deceptively athletic, that Bryce needs to build a rapport with. You have a 6'1", 6'2" receiver in XL that has freakish athleticism.
So look,
Horn Jr., bro, like Horn Jr.'s ability to come out the gate at the speed that he comes out with, stop, cut. That's a change of, you talk about a change of pace, motherfucker. And then we ain't even talking about the running back room and what that should be and how that helps any quarterback out. We ain't even talking about the tight end group with Sanders leading the charge. There is no reason. Okay, you move on from Adam Thielen. There is zero reason why Bryce should struggle. Fuck a security blanket. He should be able to throw to every receiver he has and trust that the ball's going to be caught.
Right.
Yes. By the way, hold on. By the way, this is why I was making the comparison to Cam Newton's 2015 team, because when Kelvin Benjamin went down, that helped to bring Cam Newton's game to the next level. Thomas Davis even said so on the most recent Panthers huddle that helped Cam Newton out tremendously. I think this is just what the doctor ordered for all the young wide receivers on this team. And Bryce Young himself. Let me welcome in my dog. It's been forever since he's been on the show, but I'm so happy to have him back. It's my bro, Nova Black, back on the Free For All. Nova, what's up, dude?
What's up, Nova?
What's up, everybody? Y'all can hear me okay?
Yeah.
That's great news.
Living,
That's great
bro.
news, man. I'm happy to be here, man. I'm happy to come in here, show some Panthers love, you know.
Yeah.
So, hey, C3 family, I'm here. I'm going to speak my opinion, you know, when I'm asked.
Yes,
and
sir.
again, you know, I'm just happy to be here with the fellas. Hey, you know, we got a season coming up. I'm optimistic.
Same.
I'm looking forward to it. I think Dan Morgan is an old school type GM, and we ain't seen that in so long. It's hard to trust it after what we've been through these last couple of years. So I think Dave Canales is coming from that Pete Carroll tree. I think he got an idea about what the play style should look like. You know, so I got my opinions, and I'm gonna save it for later. You know, but I'm happy to be here, you guys. You know.
Oh, Bob, I'm happy to have you, man. Look, jumping on this Adam Thielen conversation, do you feel that we got enough in the trade for Adam Thielen? And what do you think is going to be the end result of us trading him now? Do you feel like this wide receiver core is ready to step up without Adam Thielen in the ranks?
I absolutely do. Xavier Legette's coming in his second year. I have no reason to doubt him. Jalen Coker's coming into his second year. I have no reason to doubt him. And, you know, these guys been working with Adam Thielen, picking his brain. And about as far as that trade goes, just look at it like this right here. What round was Adam Thielen drafted in? He was undrafted, right?
He was undrafted. Right. Yeah,
absolutely, right. And how old is he? 30 what?
35 years old. He's my age. No, I'm old as fuck out here, bro.
And what did we get for him?
A fifth rounder in 26 and a fourth rounder in 27.
Well, the fifth was a swap between years.
So the Panthers didn't get fleeced.
Okay.
Somebody
Duke's
spent
under. I agree with
money
you, brother.
on a 35-year-old undrafted player. Look at it like that as far as value. That should give you your answer right there.
True.
I'm looking at it differently, respectfully, of course, man. You know, I hear what y'all saying. I hear a lot of guys saying the right things. You know what I'm saying? But when I look at
Pardon me for a second.
Y'all
Can
are
I
saying
ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
Are you looking at it from a productivity standpoint because
I
he's a
am.
1,000-yard receiver?
I am looking at it from a productivity.
Absolutely, and that is exactly why Dan Morgan got what he got for him.
All right.
Because of the productivity. He's not just throwing away a used tire. He's throwing away a used tire with new tire tread as far as productivity wise.
No, I'm like, listen, let me reiterate something before we carry on.
Okay.
I'm not upset that Thielen's gone. I mean, I think Pickle caught it the first time. It's the way the shit went down, man. You know, more bullshit. It was more lies. So the end result seems like Carolina came out on the top. We get it, and that's all some people care about. But the way they went about that shit was ugly. It seems like things have not changed from our past. Yeah, I mean, it's not even so much about Thielen as it is the way the shit. I mean, like I said earlier, not to regurgitate all of it over again. I thought Thielen was showing signs of something going on. But we just kind of looked past it when we saw him in the Vikings helmet practicing with the quarterback over there. My thing with Thielen over here is when we talk about bringing our young boys up the right way or whatever, there's usually somebody that they look towards, you know what I'm saying, as they're doing that process. My thing is now that I'm on the Bryce train, you know what I'm saying, we're saying what Bryce should be able to do with these other players or whatever, fine. And we hope that those things happen. But the thing, but you want Bryce to go on. We've talked about Bryce's contracts and if he's going to get paid in the future. And then you make a sudden change right before the fucking season starts. Bryce is going to always say the right thing. One thing I don't like that Bryce said the other day is he said, I 1,000% trust this front office and Canales. And then 2 statements before that, he said, oh, I get it. It's a business. So, bro, listen. Right, look, I think sometimes Bryce can be gullible. If it's a business, don't trust these guys 1,000%, bro. Because if they can move on from you or whatever, or a situation that happened, they're gonna move on from you. Now,
hey, bro, and that's why they got player negotiations for contracts and stuff like that, bro.
Did they move on? I got you. I feel you on that. Now, my thing is, Bryce is not gonna say it, but is he gonna feel like, okay, so now my contract year coming up, you know what I'm saying? You took the guy that I like favorite or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm back with just all young guys like myself. So, but they're gonna still base his money off what happened with
I think you're looking at it from a glass half full perspective. I apologize.
I probably am.
So
I probably am.
So that's a testament to how they believe in Bryce and how they believe in those young players. And when I know they're giving up savviness on the field, they're giving up savviness and experience on the field, especially in the playoffs. But they got young guys that they feel that the moment ain't too big for them. And they're also getting speed because Dan Morgan did say Jalen Coker is going to be playing in the slot, okay, for that slot receiver to be open a second or two faster, because you know Adam Thielen is like old Rusty getting off like a four-cylinder racing in a game of 6 cylinders.
So he ain't here no more. So now we're gonna disrespect him.
No, we're not disrespecting him.
So now
we're
he ain't
talking
here
about
no
his
more.
speed,
So now we're gonna say dumb shit.
No disrespect.
So now
it's all about
Adam Thielen.
Adam Thielen is old and slow.
Yeah, Adam Thielen was never a fast guy.
Savviness. Yeah,
but he got it done, Cody. Look, you don't
I'm not saying that he didn't.
That's the reason why I'm excited. That's the reason why I'm excited for Coker. Coker coming out of college wasn't the most athletic dude on the field. How many times did we see a rookie, undrafted free agent Coker cook veteran corners last year with a Bryce that hadn't figured it out just yet?
Hey DJ, let me ask you a question. You got kids. You got kids. A lot of y'all may have kids. Let me ask you a question. Or you got nieces or nephews. Sometimes when you're young and learning to walk, you got to remove the safety net, right? You got to remove the stroller. They gonna fall. Sometimes they're gonna bump their head, but you know that's life. You get them up, it ain't gonna be long. They're gonna run all over the house, and you'd be like, "Now sit your ass down. I'm tired of hearing you." But and in time, that's gonna happen. That's what we got to do. We got to remove the safety net from Bryce. Okay, I said something similar to that at 5:21 this morning on Twitter. You got to remove the safety net. Let Bryce walk. Let him fall, let him get up, whatever, let him do it. Because it ain't going to be too long down the road, you're going to have to dish out the cash. And before you get to that dish out cash point, you got to make sure he can walk and be a superstar.
Correct.
Before
my only question, hey Cody, my only question is when you take the safety net off, then you guys know that you can't be bitching throughout the season and crying when you see something happening out there that you don't like, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Carolina Panthers fans, and I understand from the fan perspective, they're getting tired of every fucking season. There's some new fucking mantra at the beginning of the season or some new shit going at the beginning of the season, and then all it winds up being for people who spending their money on season tickets, everything that we buy, and it's the same fucking results. People are going to lose their fucking money. Yeah, it sounds good, but we ain't seen it yet. It still sounds. But one thing about Thielen, you know, it's your thing with him.
If we keep going with the same thing, we're not going to see it. We got to let these young guys play.
That's the thing. This ain't the same thing we done seen. When Ron was the head coach, how many times I can't speak to how many times I heard other fans screaming, why won't he start the rookie? Why won't he put the young blood in, right?
You're right.
Great point.
So here we are with the team doing what I've seen other teams do and have success doing it. So we can't say we want it one way and then when we get it that way, say we want it the other way.
Hey, real quick, before we go any further, hold on, listen. We can go on Adam Thielen forever. Let me let Anthony in here give his opinion on Adam Thielen, and then I want to move on to a different topic, so that way the whole pod isn't just Adam Thielen. Go ahead, Anthony, jump in here, bro.
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? How y'all doing?
Chilling. Talk to me, bro. How you feeling about the Thielen trade and just the whole thing overall?
Yeah, so essentially a couple. Can you all hear me? Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Essentially, like I was one of the people not necessarily. I was one of the more people. I was one of the people that was on the side of more so like I honestly didn't really care. Honestly, like I think it would have been cool for him to stay around here, but we also know kind of what I figured now is like he wanted to go back to Minnesota for his last year, and like, I mean, this is why you took a receiver top 10. This is why you took a receiver last year. Like, we need if you believe in Bryce, then you would need him to build this chemistry with these young guys, and we need to start being able to push the ball downfield. I think one of the things about Thielen is like, yes, he's that savvy guy, and he played a big role here. But he's also a guy that really tends to thrive in the 5-yard area. And like for Bryce, it's like I feel like if he believes that, like, for example, if T-Mac is that next go-to guy, then he could start chucking the ball downfield with the same confidence he had for a guy like Thielen. But the difference is Thielen didn't really thrive in those areas. So honestly, like, I kind of like this move. It may be an unpopular opinion, but I'm also in the mindset of like, I like the process here. Like, we're getting stuff for players who aren't going to be around next year. Like, this is what I've been preaching from this organization. I know the results haven't been what we want so far, but the process like makes sense. And like, I can say that as a positive and something I haven't been able to say in the past. Like, I trust what Brant and Dan are doing. Now, everything else on the field, we'll see, right? I mean, logically, coming into the season, we should be a little excited because we should have won 7 games last year. And, you know, with that roster we had, that shows that there's if Bryce can play like that, like, we got a good ass quarterback and we got a coach that potentially knows what he's doing. So I'm not that worried about it, to be honest with you. I think these young guys need to get the reps. Like, you know, Xavier Legette, a big talking point for him was like, well, you know, is he even going to see the field? Or like last year, everyone was like, well, he wasn't supposed to see the field. But you need these guys to be out there. You need Bryce to stop relying on Adam Thielen. And we were 2-0 without Adam Thielen last year in the lineup with Bryce as the quarterback, man. So, you know, I'm not too concerned about it, really. I'm not too concerned about it overall, really. I've said this many times. I hate saying this, but Adam Thielen's a wide receiver 3 on most teams, man. Like, he did a lot for us, and, you know, we cherished what he did for us, mainly because the other receivers we have aren't on NFL rosters right now, or they're very much on their way out of an NFL roster. So I think that's the perspective I've been trying to preach to people is like, Adam Thielen was not a godsend. He just looked like he was good at his job because no one else knew what they were doing. So that's kind of my whole opinion on it.
Yeah. I mean, look, I pretty much said everything that I had to say. I think that if we're not able to thrive and survive without Adam Thielen, we have major issues on our hands.
Thank you for your time, 100%. Like if you just took a wide receiver top 10, you're expecting that guy to kind of have this, like, you know, one of those connections like we see throughout the league when you watch football on Sundays, like with their quarterback. And it's like, if we can't get that going, we can't get Coker going, Legette, like, yeah, we do have major issues. So I do agree.
Can I add on what Anthony just said? And that's a major big point. Anthony, you're a genius. Because how many times have you heard people say,
"Don't tell him
that"? Well, you know, hey, it's a compliment. It's a compliment. You know,
I appreciate it.
How many times have you heard people say, y'all don't bring any competition for Bryce. Y'all don't bring no competition, right? So why would you leave Thielen there if you ain't bringing no competition for Bryce? Why would you try to, you know what I'm saying, keep somebody in there that's gonna take more snaps from somebody to heighten their career or heighten their skill set? You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to get these guys to develop. I don't really see how anybody can say about what they did, how the organization. This actually makes the organization look good.
Exactly.
They didn't go about this wrong at all. The guy has been preaching for the last 2 years that he wanted out, just like Evero. The guy is from Minnesota, born, raised, walk on, got it out the mud, did what he's supposed to do in Minnesota. He loves Minnesota. He bleeds Minnesota. This makes it look great for anybody else from a veteran standpoint that comes to Carolina that's trying to prove that their career is not over. So we look good. I don't see how anybody can say this is messed up. This is wrong. No, this went 100% correct. No matter how you look at it, they didn't do Thielen wrong. They didn't screw him over. They didn't screw Bryce over. Everything's great.
I agree. Okay, let me say this last point. There were games where David Moore was our leading receiver. Do you know what David Moore's going to be wide receiver 5 now, guys. Like, seriously, I'm not that concerned. If you ever want us to maximize this quarterback, or like Pickle said, see what he has. Like, if he has a good season, you're going to have to start thinking about some long-term things. It's like, well, we can't be handcuffed to Adam Thielen anymore, man. Like, he served his purpose here. And, again, you're not going to be able to see – these are just moves that the front office is – this is what I preach all the time.
I don't understand why y'all keep saying handcuffed. I don't get that.
This front office has been doing stuff different than the past, so everyone is not used to the decisions that are being made here. Like taking a wide receiver in the first round. That's never happened before. You know, getting rid of good players. Everyone always says, oh, we get rid of our good players. It's like, well, it's different when you get rid of a good player who wasn't going to be coming back here next year. Kind of like the Brian Burns thing. It's like, if you aren't going to pay him, you got to trade him. But they were stuck in la-la land. You see, like, the front office is learning. We are starting to do things that normal NFL teams do. And, yes, the results haven't been on the field yet. But y'all have to understand, we've also been behind the 8 ball by a lot over the past couple of years. And we are finally up to that point where it's like we are operating like a normal franchise.
Yeah,
So,
I want to say my last thing, and I want to direct it at Twan. Twan, just like Christian McCaffrey is an exceptional running back, and there are certain Panther fans that are still real salty and real mad that he's not a Panther no more. I don't give a damn. I've just moved on. I'm all aboard the Chuba Hubbard train in a similar fashion. I'm ready to move on from Adam Thielen. I'm ready to be more excited about T-Mac, about XL, and about our boy, Jalen Coker. But look, we've talked about this for over an hour and 30 minutes, bro. There is a certain...
It ain't worth it.
There's a certain thing that I want to talk about because Panther fans, you know, we always find something to be mad about. Like Jacob was saying, we are a jaded fan base, and there were fans who thought that the Carolina Panthers would be trading for Michael Parsons. In fact, there were some who felt,
I wasn't one of them.
There were some who felt that the ammunition that we would use or that we would acquire from an Adam Thielen trade would be used to trade for a Michael Parsons. My question is simple. How many of you felt like we made a mistake not doing everything in our power and giving up 2 first-round picks and a defensive player, which is what the Green Bay Packers had to give up to go get Michael Parsons? How many of you feel like we made a grave mistake not upgrading our defense with one of the best pass rushers in the NFL? Jump on it, boys.
Yeah, I don't.
I think it was a great idea not to.
I don't think we can afford to be giving up first-round picks right now.
Absolutely. I think we all tired of giving up first-round picks.
Right. I agree to that.
Panthers doing Panthers shit if we would have did that.
Yeah, I don't. Mike is great talent, but I'm not giving up 2 first-round picks. And to be honest with you, if this team wanted to do that, and they gave up 2 first-round picks, no, I will be honest. I like Derek Brown better than that. Now, if they wanted to listen, Kenny Clark, no disrespect to Kenny Clark, but he is on the A'Shawn Robinson level. He damn sure ain't on the Derek Brown or Chris Jones level. Jerry Jones, your ass got took.
Yeah, I mean, it's a terrible trade for the Cowboys. And the Panthers, if we were like contenders, if this was like year 5 or 6 or 7 of Bryce and we made the play, we're coming off the heels of the playoffs and like we're just one piece away, absolutely, like get the thing that pushes you over the edge. But we barely won 5 games last year. We need to like keep our draft picks. But the Cowboys messed up. Packers, very good trade. Packers might win the NFC.
It's like, guys, let's have a winning season first, and then we can start dreaming. Is really what I'm coming down to. Because if you made this move, you're basically trying to be the Scott Fitter era again, where you try to make these all-in moves, but then your roster's like you're 5-12, or like.
Does he play middle linebacker?
No, he doesn't.
You know, it's funny, Nova, because Jerry Jones was trying to sign him to a middle linebacker contract, and he was like, "Nah, bro, you're gonna sign me to an edge rusher money, bro." Yeah, Michael's got his hand up. Go ahead, Michael.
Hey, who made the middle linebacker comment?
I did. I said he played middle linebacker at Penn State.
Outstanding, because that's what the fuck we need, not Michael Parsons.
No, I know. No. Exactly. I was joking. But like, one real quick, this is close to what we got offered for Brian Burns from the Rams.
Yeah, it is.
He should have just done that. I hate God.
I know. Go ahead, Michael.
Okay. For those of you who don't know, I was on the Spaces and we were talking about this yesterday, and I was clearly saying this on dead point. So, say if we were to do this somehow, some way, just saying. Okay, if we were to do this, and mind you, we still have somebody that thinks that we can use everybody in freaking coverage like a dumb idiot that he is. Guess what? If we end up losing more freaking games just because of this guy now coming into the picture, and we end up having another bad record this year, mark my words, we will end up being so retarded by letting that trade happen. And guess what? If we have a first round, if we lose those first round picks and we have losing seasons, mark my words, we'll be like, oh man, we effed up now. We look retarded. What are we doing? Trade 2 first round picks.
See, Panthers.
Now, Michael. No. How can we have stopped it?
Believe this.
How can we have stopped it?
You see what the Panthers did? You see what the Panthers did to Michael? You see what he did to Michael?
How can we have
he made a good point though, because
Michael used to be a very calm guy. You see what this team has done to him?
Well, I mean, how could somebody tell me how we could have stopped it? Other than offering 3 first round picks and Derek Brown.
We have no leverage. I mean, other than like the assumption that our first round picks are going to be high, like who would we have traded? We only have like top tier guys.
Who will we have traded?
Unproven.
You have no.
I ain't trading nobody. He ain't worth it.
Yeah, trades happen. You just have to accept it and move on.
And I don't think we're in a position.
Well, I don't know if y'all saw the other night we had Joe Parson on the Tuesday show, and he basically said the truth. We are not one defensive player away from being a contender.
Shit,
so
we already knew that.
So why would you give up 2 first round picks to go out and get somebody when you're not one defender away. And by the way,
we can barely replace Cade Mays.
Some people are saying this about the Packers too. Some people don't believe that the Packers are one player away from going all the way. So this hurts. And by the way, I saw a graphic. That said the Panthers. Not the Panthers. That Michael Parsons last year, his numbers were in comparison to Kyle Van Noy, who was signed for like $4.5 million or something like that. So hey, man, it's not always the grass isn't always greener on the other side.
Sometimes it is though.
Making a trade like this with the shape we're in would be like trading up in the draft to the number 1 pick to draft a quarterback.
Oh no!
When your offensive and wide receivers remain ready.
Don't say it.
Yeah, I went there, didn't I? I went there.
It's like leasing a Lexus when you are homeless.
That's exactly why they did. That's exactly why. GM. That's exactly why they didn't do it, because they don't know what Bryce is going to do exactly. So you need your first round pick in case your head coach wants to get a quarterback next year. Right. I mean everything. You just got to look at everything. You know what I'm saying? I heard somebody say, hell no, but that's just the honest truth. We're going to be Panther fans. We got to be honest with each other.
It's like I told in the chat. It's like I said in the chat, and I'll just be open. If Bryce fails this year, you don't know, because we're not David Tepper. You don't know when Bryce walks out that door, David Canales goes with him.
Yeah, hey, say it again, Pickle. Say it again.
You do not know that.
Say it again.
Guys, let me add on real quick.
I don't know it, but I also don't necessarily think he will.
Bryce is trash this year. It won't be by itself. It won't because he made himself that way.
Bryce gonna be packing before Canales.
I agree. I don't necessarily think. Hold on, I'm gonna let Anthony go, but I don't necessarily think that if they failed this year, I think they would let Canales get his own quarterback before they just ask.
There you go. I agree, because Bryce and Canales. No, we do know your owner, but at the same time, Bryce and Canales are not connected, because the big joker that he's gonna play is that wasn't my quarterback. That was yours, and Frank and Scott Fitterer. So you can't sit here and say that. You can't sit here and be like, "Oh yeah, if Bryce messed up, Canales had it." No, you brought him in here to help him. So that would be Bryce. So that would be how many head coaches that couldn't help get Bryce to play efficiently. So then all the fingers will be pointed at the quarterback.
But Tepper
you just heard him talk about Hendon Hooker. But if you look at how he spoke about Hendon Hooker this past week, he gloated about the man. He gloated about the man as if that was the type of quarterback that he always kind of wanted to, train and get, and bring to the NFL as far as run his scheme. Big, physical, smart, is athletic. I have never heard him talk about Bryce that way at all.
Exactly. Not until not really until. Let me say this.
You're cutting in and out pretty bad.
Anthony, come in and out. You're breaking up real bad. Let me go, Jake, and then Pickle, and then I'll get Anthony back in. Go ahead, Jake.
I was just gonna say that I know I'm tired of the Bryce slander, because if you look at his rookie year,
talk to me.
He was surrounded by a JV football team, and comparatively didn't look that bad. The first 2 games of last year, I chalk it up to PTSD, because he was cooking all last offseason, and everyone was like, oh, Bryce has turned the corner. He looks amazing in the joint practice. He looks amazing in training camp. Then he gets out there on the field, and it's like war flashbacks of getting sacked like 50, 60 times. And then he gets taken out. And then he comes back in, and he ends up having more total touchdowns than CJ Stroud. So I don't know why everyone's so fixated on like, oh, Bryce needs to prove this, Bryce needs to prove that. He does, but he's given us no reason to anticipate him being a bad quarterback. He's been good at football his entire life. This dude won the Heisman. He was the #1 quarterback coming out of high school. Like, he's just good at football. Yes, he's 5'10 and a half, 5'11", and people call him short, but a lot of the people calling him short are probably shorter than him. He's not.
I am.
I
am. I'm 5'5".
Compared
I'm 5'5" and 250 pounds. I doubt seriously I could outrun Bryce or even outstare him.
Yeah,
I can out-eat him probably. I could probably out-eat him. But
he's proving that last year he proved that he has what it takes to win games.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
just let
this
him
is what I
without
wanted to
saying
touch
that.
on. This is what I wanted to touch on.
He says y'all gonna keep Bryce's
Me and
name out
Alex
your
made a video.
goddamn mouth.
Me and
I don't
Alex.
think anybody slandered Bryce.
Go ahead, Ed.
Go ahead.
Me and Alex made a video. I'll send it to whoever. But we discussed this, guys. Canales didn't want Bryce Young. Like, it was very obvious. He took the job because he wanted to be a head coach. And guys, remember, we were 1-7 after that Commanders loss. I personally think his plan was knowing that David Tepper couldn't fire him for the optics of it because of what happened to Frank Reich. I think he was tanking for Cam Ward, bro. And that's why I don't think he was expecting Bryce Young to come back and win those games. I'm being honest, bro. The evidence is there. Like, I don't think he expected Bryce to come back and win those games that he did. Like, what's his face was just talking about. I don't know his name, but he was preaching over there.
Who tanks in their first year of coaching?
I disagree.
Hold on. Let me finish. Y'all realize without Bryce Young, if Andy was continuing to be the quarterback, we would have won probably maybe one more game, man. So
Because
Andy
Dalton,
I don't know about that. Right? Now, I don't know about that about Andy Dalton, brother. I don't know.
Andy Dalton might not have won no more games.
So you think Andy Dalton would have had us in all those games that Bryce Young did?
Nope.
I don't know. I really don't. It could have been worse. I'll be honest with you. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Are you saying one more total or one more than Bryce?
No, one win more at the point of when he was still starting. So we would have done.
You're breaking up.
And you're breaking up real bad.
6-6 as a starter last year.
I watched a lot of that video Ant's talking about. Y'all should check that out if you so choose. But if you aim to get offended, no, let me just say, if you want to watch it, go ahead. I can't tell you I agreed with some of it, but they do make valid points, and it is their opinion, and they certainly are entitled to it. But what I said earlier was not disrespecting Bryce. It's just my way of thinking, because I will not put my heart and soul on one guy and then let him destroy it. I've been down that road before.
Jake Delhomme.
Okay. No, I love Jake. I love Jake. Jake fell, not to turn this in that conversation. Jake fell because Jake was too old. Jake should have never been given that last contract, and he knows it. He knew it when he gave it to him.
Hey, my name's Jake. I love Jakes.
I've been there all the way.
You got two Jakes on there. Hey, let me welcome somebody into the show. It's my homie Wes Justin back on the free for all. What's up, homie? What's up, dude?
What's up, baby? How's everybody doing tonight?
How you doing, brother?
I'm good.
Hey, man, jump in on the conversation, whatever you want to, man. Anything from Thielen to us not trading for Michael Parsons to Bryce Young, any of it, man. Just jump in here, bro.
We already know how I feel about the Renfro. Pretty pissed off about that. That was stupid. And I mean,
yeah, me too, bro. Me too.
The way I look at it is like, yeah, we might have great young talent, but at the same time, like, why we got to let go of the only two are they not the only two that's been Pro Bowl players that was a part of that whole part of the team?
Yeah, for Bryson Tremaine, I still don't even know who the hell that is, bro.
Oh, he's a dog, dude.
I mean, honestly, like, I do.
Put some respect
what we
on his
have.
name.
Yeah.
All right,
like,
that's what everybody tells me, bro. I guess
talent.
I'm gonna believe y'all, man.
Better open your eyes up, then.
Hey,
It
apparently
looks like
better
a lot
than
of
Renfro as
we
well.
have out there, but
God damn,
He's the size of two.
Cody, you sit there and watch that man at Fan Fest.
I know Hunter Renfro is a damn Pro Bowler. Y'all better put some respect on him.
He was Pro Bowler back in 1985.
Hunter Renfro's playing him on flag
what's
football.
going to happen? I just gotta ask. If he does join another team this year and he gets over 1,000 yards, what are y'all going to say? I'm just saying if it happens.
I'm gonna say we got 4 or 5 wide receivers better than his.
I'm going to say good for him.
This is my thing with
hope so.
Renfro
I hope
is
so.
that he's didn't even play a real game, and he missed 2 weeks of training camp. Like he hadn't played in a couple years. You can only make the team if you are healthy and play. So he was already hurt. Like
His
if he's on the
hamstrings
team,
are
but he's
strong
hurt.
as a wet noodle, Cody. You know it.
I feel sorry for him because when he did get playing
No, I
time,
don't know that.
that man
He didn't
had
even
Jack
look good.
Plummer out there throwing hospital balls to my boy.
I tell you
That's
what
why
I
his
think.
hamstring is hurt right now.
I tell you what I
That
think
does
about
train
Hunter
Did
Renfro.
y'all
quarterback
forget about the
outplayed
difference
Jack.
between how good Bryce is compared to Plummer? Like
Uh,
Plummer,
yeah,
we was watching the game and bitching at Plummer for literally what he just said, throwing him a dead man.
Right? Are we not going to say that Plummer was throwing him hospital balls, like going 6 yards above his
That's
head?
fine, dude.
Like,
Trevor Lawrence does that to
Let's
Brian
feel
Thomas all the
personal.
time.
Cody's trying to
I ain't
get him
gonna, I
hurt.
ain't gonna lie, Cody. He
Not
was trying
all
to
the
get
time.
Renfro killed, bro.
yeah, he was.
That's what I'm
Okay,
saying. Like,
who was y'all? See, I think that they choose between David Moore
Trying to get Renfro
and Hunter
out of it.
Renfro, and Canales wasn't going to let nothing happen to David Moore. Now that being said, Joe Parson, Sheena Quick, and Vasti Hurts, and Mike K all said it after the hamstring. Renfro didn't look the same as he did before it. That's not saying that he couldn't have got there, but let's also remember they've offered him a job since then, and he turns it down. Here's what I think. I think David Canales told him that you can come in and you can be a part of the team. You can be on the 53.
Hey,
But you're going to be the last man on the roster. As far as depth chart.
In one of those videos, right, Dave Canales said that when he spoke with Hunter Renfro, he told Hunter Renfro that he saw the good flashes, and then he told Hunter Renfro that he saw some inconsistencies. He saw the peaks and the valleys.
I did hear him say that, yeah.
So saying that means there are younger players who probably show more peaks than valleys.
Yep.
And he telling Hunter, hey, if you can show these improvements or get signed to another team, it's up to you. But we want you here. But you gotta show us these improvements.
They don't sound like they're trying to keep
if you can come here, you gotta come to the practice squad and improve on this and get back to your regular season form.
Yeah,
I don't think they're being 1,000% honest with us as fans.
And by the way, if they really
that's
wanted
what
to
I was
keep
saying
him,
earlier.
If they really wanted to keep him, they wouldn't have cut him when they did. Because I'm sorry, I bet y'all anything. He's not coming back here. Dan Morgan can give all the lip service he wants to and say, "Oh yeah, I want him to be back here." Not if you really wanted him that bad. You could have done the same thing you did to him, to David Moore, or to Bryson Tremaine. So I don't really believe that he really wants him back here. I believe he just knows that he was a fan favorite amongst a lot of Carolina fans, and they're just trying to save face a little bit.
Renfro
And
said he wanted to play in
that's
Carolina.
fine. They're allowed to, you know.
Renfro said he wanted to be back here, though. So
maybe so.
Well, he said that once.
Yeah, maybe so. I mean, that was his team.
Going back to when they, go ahead, Ant. I know you've been waiting to get back in here.
No, well, we switched subjects, so I don't want to really talk about it anymore. But
hey, Ant, drop that link in one of the groups real quick, and I'll share it in case somebody wants to watch that video.
Hey, Cody, do you have that video of Renfro when he's talking about making a roster, or somebody asked him if he was worried about the 53? Do you have that video?
I can find it.
I forgot about that shit. I'm damn sure watched
I was just going to say to that video, man, there was some mixed signals going on in there, man. Because that man did not look like he was worried about making the 53-man roster. He really did.
Yeah.
I'll just keep it short and sweet. Yeah, we're at Renfro. It sucks. I do agree. I think he has some bias towards David Moore.
Yeah,
and the last thing I was gonna say, guys, was the last thing I was gonna say, guys.
I told y'all David Moore wasn't leaving his team anyway.
Yeah.
David Moore and Dave Canales have a unhealthy, non-professional relationship.
It was retarded last year.
But yeah, lastly, guys,
David Moore wasn't going nowhere.
That's quick. I seen that.
EJ brings in dudes he like coached in Pee Wee. So like, if they played with him like 20 years ago, he's like, come on over.
Hey, Pickle, didn't I say David Moore wasn't going nowhere? Everybody kept saying, "Oh, he's gonna be the first to get dropped." I'm like, did y'all not see
y'all watch? Y'all think I'm running my lip? Y'all watched how David Canales talks about anybody else, and then he talks about David Moore.
Bruh.
David Moore is Brenton Burson 2.0.
Get redder.
No, he ain't.
I agree. I'm just not some big.
Hey man, that was one of Bryce's
David Moore.
favorites.
That's nepotism, bro. You can't tell me that there was anything that David Moore could do that Hunter Renfrow couldn't. I just
nepotism is American.
Look at Brenton Burson. Y'all remember Brenton Burson?
Right.
I just want Renfrow on the team, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Let me
real quick. I gotta go, guys. I gotta bounce.
Man.
But thanks for letting me hang out and stuff. I'll probably never be back on here because my work schedule.
Good with you, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Great stuff.
You guys take it easy. Have a good night, and go Panthers. Keep pounding.
Keep pounding. We appreciate you, man.
See you guys.
All right, later, brother. All right, let me let Michael go, and then I have to read something real quick. Go ahead.
Okay, I just want to talk about Bryce Young for a little bit because, listen, okay, sure, Bryce Young had somewhat of a phenomenal performance last year, but let me tell you this right now. Man, oh man, if we have another losing season, you will never hear me say one positive thing about that dude. Because let's be honest, this is a new season. If Bryce Young doesn't improve, okay, if this team does not improve with him being the quarterback, I'm sorry, he is out the freaking door. I don't care, bro. Try him out the freaking door, man. Get him out of here, man. I'm done. I'll be so done with him if we end up losing freaking games, bro. I don't want to hear nothing positive about Bryce Young. All that should be thrown out the freaking window if we lose games.
Hey, Nova Black.
I hear you, man.
You see what the Panthers did to Mike, man? You see what the Panthers have done to my boy Mike, man?
Yeah, man. They got Mike's stress level too high.
Yeah, Mike's stressed out, man. Mike.
Yeah, man.
In here, bro.
Mike's a passionate fan. He wants to see some W's. And you know what? Hey,
he don't want co-speak.
I'm a believer. I think that Bryce can do something special this year, but I'm not too different than Michael. I want to see it. I'm tired of not being 100% confident when I go to bed at night and rest my head on that pillow. I'm tired of not being 100% confident that we have Sir Himothy, himself, at quarterback under center. He has to prove that to me this year, and he has to prove that to all of us, man.
Say this real quick, Cody. This is the problem that most of us have, though. Hey, Nova, tell me you agree with me when I say this. It's got to be a team effort. We got to stop calling singular players out like they have to be Himothy. It's got to be the Timothy. It's a team effort. Football is the ultimate team sport. Yeah, we want to see Bryce get better. I think he will be better. But other people can affect how he does his job on that offense.
I partially agree with you, bro. But I partially agree with you, bro. But we gave up the farm to move up to go get Bryce Young. I don't want to hear shit.
That was our mistake.
He got everything around him. He got the line. He got an offensive line that's a top 10 offensive line. He got 2 of the top 15 running backs in that backfield. He got 2 first-round wide receivers, one of them in his second year. He got a stolen gem that they found. He got another old trustee in David Moore. He got freaking pass-catching tight ends. As far as I'm concerned, we got 4 of them that can catch and block. So I don't want to hear no excuse for Bryce Young. I agree that it's a team effort, but damn it, he's the quarterback. And they say as the quarterback goes, so does the team. I don't want to hear nothing about Bryce Young after we done traded the farm to go get him. We done gave up Brian Burns. We done gave up Christian McCaffrey. We done gave up DJ Moore. Studs, you hear me? And I'm talking and all of that to go get him just to sit here and continue to be less than mediocre because of whatever issue he can't overcome, bro, he can try on another team. When I say getting rid of not necessarily getting rid of Adam Thielen might have been the best thing for Bryce, because I'm looking at how Baker Mayfield was with the Browns, and he had everything around him. Nick Chubb, that line, that defense, and then he went and got what's his name? Odell Beckham Jr. And he tried to force feed Odell Beckham Jr. When they took Odell Beckham Jr. from him, he was mid again, and that's why they wouldn't give him that contract. And as far as I'm concerned, if Bryce can't do it without him, after we done went up and got him, spent all that stuff to go get him, he ain't worth it. Get him up out of here.
If Bryce can't succeed with the offense that we got built for him this year, I'm sorry, but there ain't gonna be no offense that's gonna be able to help him. It's as simple as that.
I think he can, though.
That goes back to what Pickle was saying, though. So with everything that Bryce got, the only thing that could go wrong is what? The play calling. So I think Canales is hitched to him whether y'all think he is or not.
Hey, well, look.
Quarterback friendly offense,
let me.
So Canales came down here telling us he gonna run the ball and air the shit out 80 times a game, opposed to running the ball like he told us he was gonna do. You gotta run that ball first to set up the pass.
You're right. But Bryce also has to open up the offense to allow that run to go. That's what I wasn't trying to say. He's the whole team. Whenever I said that message, but what I meant was like it is going to heavily involve with him doing a lot better. Like we're not going to get nowhere with him doing what we saw over the past couple of seasons. Or
man, dude was a top 5 quarterback over those last 10
games. You're right, and he has to continue that. He has to continue that shit, right? He can't take a step back. He can't take a step back. That's my point. It's going to ride on his play. It don't matter who we have as wide receivers if he can't get him the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like
I agree.
He can't get our wide receivers the ball. We could have fucking 5 Hall of Famers out there, and they're not going to do shit because he can't get them the ball. That was my point. And Nova, I agree with Nova Black. That's what I'm saying. Like, yes, it is a team game, but bro, like, let's be real. Ain't no team getting nowhere with a shit quarterback play. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody got to do their part.
No team getting anywhere with shitty quarterback play.
Drop balls ain't Bryce's fault. Somebody running the wrong route ain't Bryce's fault.
You're right, and that's why we've been out.
Lineman missing his assignment is not Bryce's. It's an ultimate team sport, man.
Bro, Bryce,
they all have
he should be telling these young receivers what he wants from them at this point. I don't want to hear stop making excuses.
Tight end's got to block. Everybody's got to do their job.
Hey, Nova Black, I'm not. Anybody on this thing can tell you I don't make excuses for Bryce Young. I just got back. I got on the train this past year because my problem, in my opinion, he's not the problem. There's so many other glaring problems.
I'm not saying he is.
Yeah,
but
I agree,
bro.
I agree. Bryce isn't the sole problem. I don't even want to say he's the biggest problem. I don't even mean that, but you have to see growth. I'm tired of hearing. Well, he didn't have an offensive line. He didn't have receivers. The head coaches, man. I'm done hearing that. I'm done.
But hey, boys,
if you have to fire the GM and you have to fire everybody under the GM to fix this shit, then let's do that again. I'm done hearing the excuses.
Go ahead. No, it ain't that deep.
If y'all want to know the very best possible way to put your money where your mouth is about what Bryce Young will or won't do this year, then I'm here to tell you that Underdog Fantasy is the way to do it, boys. Football is back. Underdog is the best place to make picks and win money all season long. Playing on Underdog is simple. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, and more. You get your picks right, and you can win up to 5,000 times your cash, and you can play with as little as $1. Boys, on Underdog right now, they have Bryce Young at 213.5 passing yards. You already know I'm going higher. After everything that we've said about Adam Thielen no longer being here and the guys that we have to step up in his place, you know I'm taking the higher. And shout out to G Baby. I don't care what he says. My boy Chuba Hubbard is definitely going higher than the 60.5 that Underdog has him
Easily.
listed at. Oh, you already know the Tuba train is running wild this year, man. Listen, download the app today and sign up with promo code C3P. That is promo code C3P to score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code C3P. Millions of fans have already won billions making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog, make picks, and win money. Must be 18 years of older, 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and present in the state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 HOPEline at 1-877-8-HOPE-New York or text HOPE-NY to 467-369. Shout out to Underdog Fantasy for sponsoring the C3 Panthers podcast once again in this coming year of football. We appreciate that. I'm going to leave that up on the screen for any of y'all that want to cop that promo code. Once again, shout out to Underdog. Hey, I'm being for real, though. I'm 100% taking the over on 213.5, higher on 213.5 passing yards for Bryce Young against Jacksonville,
Wonderful.
boys.
Wonderful. Cody, if I can say real quick, App State is up over Charlotte 17-3 in the third quarter.
Yeah, I'm going back and forth between that and Auburn and Baylor. Go ahead, go ahead, Nova.
Hey, I was gonna say I chose the under on another platform on Truba because if he was going to share that workload with Rico, I don't see them both getting 60 plus. He might get like 50, something like that if we split that workload. And if we have a good game, which I believe we will, it's probably now if they have like 200-yard game, man, I'm gonna be acting a fool.
Oh yeah, man, we get higher and lower on Underdog, and yeah, man, but I really do think that we can hit the higher for Bryce Young and the higher. I really do believe that, man. So, hey, like I said, shout out to Underdog, man. They've been a great sponsor for C3 over the years, and they continue to show up in a big way. And by the way, that really helps us out, boys. So if y'all want to sign up to Underdog, promo code C3P, that helps us tremendously, boys. But yeah, this is a huge year for Bryce. And I think that goes without saying. Some people want to see him in year 4. To me, that you can't even answer that question right now. You have to wait and see how proficiently he runs the offense in 2025 for us to really get a feel on what type of hope we should have for him in the future. Everything is earned, nothing is given, ever, especially in the NFL.
That's right. That's right.
Cody, before I get out of here and go to work, I just want to say, I do fuck with Bryce still. I got faith in Bryce. I got faith in what we all thought he could do. I just think it's time he does it. Right? And yes, he did perform at the end of last season.
That's mine.
He performed at the end very well at the end of last season, but he has to start out how he ended. Or I mean, can't wait
100%
before he starts doing good again.
But that just I mean, I agree with that, but what I'm saying was that the rest of the team on offense has to do the same thing.
Yeah, you're damn right. You're damn right. You're right about that.
Yeah, and I guess when I said that Canales holds the same fate as Bryce, I don't mean. I mean, let's be real. If Bryce fails, and I don't really think he will, and I hope he don't. I hope he's mad. I hope we go to the playoffs this year. But if something happens and he fails, they're not going to trade all the wide receivers and get rid of the running backs. Just
hell no. It's going to insert another quarterback.
They're going to go get another quarterback, and then they're going to find out, Canales, is it you or is it Bryce? You know.
Good point.
Contractually wise, Bryce may be out anyway just because he'll be entering his fifth-year option. I mean, not saying necessarily just by the position of your draft. Because I would assume if Bryce fails, we'll have a high draft.
Pardon me, Pickle. I can't get where you coming from when you're saying, is it Canales or is it Bryce? Canales has obviously proven he's done it with multiple different quarterbacks. And I really believe that this.
Let him finish.
But not a head coach.
I really believe that this system is quarterback friendly, and coach is pretty good at scheming players open. You can see it against the game against the Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs, where Bryce Young with coaches Canales and scheming almost ate those guys alive on them defenses, man. And those are two top defenses in the league. So it ain't the coach.
Did you say the Kansas City Chiefs was a top defense in the league last year? That is false.
As an offensive coordinator,
okay,
Canales is great. He really is. He's probably one of the best. He's the best offensive coordinator this team's ever had. As a head coach,
but not head coach.
As strictly as a head coach, he leaves a lot to be desired.
Exactly.
Well, we also had Noah Turner, who is a legendary offensive coordinator himself. Hey, real quick, let me welcome in Nick to the Friday Free for All. Nick, what's up, brother?
What's up, man? What's up? How y'all doing?
Oh, wait, hold on. Hey, tell him where he's from, Cody. Don't leave him.
I mean, Nick's a free agent, isn't he? Isn't he?
Everywhere, isn't he? And Jake and Pickle is a free agent now.
All right, from the 704 Show, the Bound Show. We got Nick in the building. What's up?
All right, man.
Nick is an Adam Thielen free agent, maybe.
Hey, Pickle, when I bring guys in, when I bring you in Raw, when you come on the 704 Show, remember what Cody said.
All right, appreciate you, Wes.
Take it easy, man.
Let it, Wes. You have a good night. You have a good night, Wes.
Hey, guys, fucking Pickle is here. Say hello.
Nick, what's up, man? Jump in on this conversation.
Hey,
bro.
man. So I ain't gonna let Nova get away with that one now. Now, if you said the Kansas City Chiefs had a top defense last year, that's like saying that
I misspoke, brother. I misspoke. What I meant is they are considered two of the top most complex.
They had a top defensive line.
They had a top 10 overall defense according to multiple websites. Just
hell no, not
secondary. Hey, I'm sorry, man.
As far as
that
the
secondary,
scheme goes,
that
it's
secondary
supposed
was
to
hot.
be complex. As far as the scheme goes,
that
it's
line
supposed
was
to be
all right.
complex with the way they rotate and stuff in the back. That's what I was referring to. But I misspoke.
That second, hey, no, y'all. What y'all forgot is that, man, old boy is not there no more. The one that's in Tennessee, he ain't there no more. I'm sorry, y'all can go ahead and ride this Trent McDuffie train all y'all want to. McDuffie was getting cooked last year a bunch of times. It ain't Kansas City of old is gone. That defense is gone. If they don't have a top cornerback, and McDuffie is not, I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah, but Nick, Kansas City is one of those teams that, bro, I'm just tired of doubting them. You know what I'm saying? They're in the big game damn near every single year.
I'm not going to.
Even when they're not at their best, they find ways to adapt, and they still win enough football games, man. Like, they weren't supposed to beat the Bills last year. They did, man.
Coaches and scheme.
Yeah, right. 100%. 100%. So it's
no,
like,
hey, I did want to say this. I want to add this in though. I'm gonna say this. If you are expecting Bryce Young to be a transcending player, you might as well just go ahead and jump off the train right now.
I might well jump out then because he got that big first round pick. Go ahead.
That doesn't happen though. You're being. Look how many elite quarterbacks are in the NFL.
Are you saying that just Bryce Young is outright not a transcendent player?
He's not going to be. His size in the way that he has to play to be successful is not going to be him elevating other players.
Bro, Drew Brees did it with his size.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Drew Brees definitely.
Drew Brees had a cannon for an arm also.
Bullshit. He did not.
He didn't have the
Before
biggest
he,
arm.
it- before
I mean,
he had,
he didn't have noodle arm, but he didn't
Tom
have
Brady
no
didn't have
cannon.
a cannon either.
it was bigger than Bryce's. Both of
They
them.
developed their arms over the years, bro. Them boys worked out.
It's a lot of it's how you throw the motion of the ball, not necessarily
You're
a
right.
powerful arm.
Y'all right. Okay, I ain't gonna say they had powerful arms, but at the end of the day, Bryce is not gonna be somebody who can carry a team. He's not. I'm gonna say this, and you'll probably try to
All right, Red,
turn
I
me
got
down
you,
stuff
Red.
like this. I don't believe Drew Brees carried the team. I believe they had good players around him.
Yeah,
Coaches and schemes.
the New Orleans wasn't great because of Drew Brees. They were great because of their head coach.
Let me ask you all this. Let me ask you all this. Do you think that Bryce Young can at least be on the level of a Jalen Hurts?
Yep.
If we put the right pieces around him and the defense is good.
That's
yes,
hey,
Because
Cody,
if he
without
could be
a
a
doubt.
Jalen Hurts, I
That's good
don't
enough for
need
me.
him. I don't need him to shoulder the football team.
Bro,
And yeah,
Bryce got
that's
ice
what
in
I'm
his
getting
veins.
at.
I
That's
don't
what I'm
believe.
getting at.
Bro.
I
That
don't
boy got
believe that
ice in his
anyone.
veins, bro.
I don't believe that anyone expects Bryce Young to be Josh Allen, who is literally the motor of the entire football team. But you can build a competent team around Bryce Young, and he can be the ultimate game manager to make that offense run, man.
I mean,
Cody,
even Jimmy
Cody.
Garoppolo, what's his name?
Jimmy Garoppolo, Jimmy G.
Right.
Yeah, look at him.
Yeah, I agree with what you said about Bryce and Hurts. But let's be real, Evero is way, way, way far away from being Vic Fangio.
But hey,
Oh
So
yeah,
far away, it ain't never been
that
good
is
here.
the truth. I can't.
let me say this though.
Nowhere
He
even
runs
near
the, he runs the same defense that Vic Fangio runs. The only
Well,
issue is that
no, it doesn't.
Yes, he
Let
does.
him
He
cook.
runs the
Let him
It is
exact.
cook.
the
He runs
same
the. He
formation.
runs the
he
exact
does
same.
run the same
He
defense.
runs the
It is
exact
the
same
same
defense Vic
formation.
Fangio
Yeah.
came from.
No, what I'm
The
saying,
on-
he ain't successful with it though. So
Well, not
It's
that he
because,
don't call.
but
He don't
listen,
call.
he don't got the players that Vic Fangio
All
has.
that bullshit. I'm tired of hearing that bullshit.
So
You don't need Hall of Famers at every position to
you
say
don't.
that he got no. I'm not hearing
I'm
that no more.
a
Hey,
pickle.
pardon me,
Pickle.
bro.
Let me.
You
No, hold
don't
on,
need
hold on.
Hall
Let
of
me finish.
Right.
Let me
Famers
finish this
at
one
One
part.
at a
Let
every
me finish
time.
this
position
one part.
to be
One at a
great.
time.
Let me finish this one part. Vic Fangio's defense always has a great defensive line. Always. So if you don't have a great defensive line, guess what you get? Trash. So if you don't, I ain't saying you got to have Hall of Famers everywhere.
Not
I'm
really.
saying he needs to have a proficient defensive line at the least, and he hasn't had that.
You
That's the
mean a
truth.
Does he got it
prolific
now?
pass rush like they had in Denver?
well, look, check this out. We're gonna act like Evero ain't go out here and make a lot of bad picks and bring in a lot of bad D. He was responsible.
Evero ain't
for most
bringing
of this.
in nobody.
And not only
I
that,
mean,
this dude. Nah, he would look. Listen,
He
it'd be third and
drafted
6,
DJ
and this dude would be
Johnson.
having his cornerbacks 10 yards back, bro. Come
He
on,
drafted
keep
a
it a
lot of
buck,
bugs.
man. Keep it a
yeah, I
buck,
mean,
man. Come on.
Listen, he
Evero
drafted
himself,
what Dan Morgan was giving him.
said it is useless to move your top corner on a top receiver.
Can I say
He
this?
said
How
there's
about
no
this?
use to doing that.
How about this? This year is probably, we talk about how important it is for Bryce Young. This year is more important for
For
Ejiro
Evero, it is.
Evero than it is for Bryce Young.
You're right.
Like
It is.
undoubtedly. Hey man, let me welcome in CPG 704 to the C3 Friday free for all. What's up, CPG?
What's going on, everybody? Keep pounding.
What's on?
Keep pounding, brother.
Let me just say real quick, y'all
Yeah,
gotta
man.
stop
What's
doubting
up,
Bryce,
CPG?
man. I'm gonna tell you this: if Bryce can build off the way he finished last season, he'll be the longest tenured Panthers quarterback of all time. You know why?
Yeah.
He's got his best asset is his mind. What was Tom Brady and Peyton Manning's best asset? Their mind. If Bryce can keep playing the way he ended last year, I'm telling you, man.
Now, I agree with you, but the key word that you said there was
If.
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 And if
That's
was
all
a
I'm
fifth,
saying.
we'd all
If.
be drunk.
That's
And I
all
only
I'm saying.
say
Hey,
if because we know how it's been since David
bro,
Shepard bought the
I
damn
just
team.
want
You're
to say
right.
this. Coach Canellis keeps saying, and he's still saying that he wants to see Bryce Young take this offense and make it his own. Let me tell you what that looks like. When Cam Newton got a hold of that Carolina Panthers offense, right, in 2015, 2014, he made that offense his own. That entire team had a nastiness about them. That means we're going to hit you in your mouth, and if you can't stop us, we're going to hit you again, because that whole team had Cam's personality. They played with his personality. They played with his energy. So that offense became his. So what I want to see from Bryce Young, I want to see what he did in Alabama. Take this offense that Dave Canales is offering him and do with this Dave Canales offense what he did with that offense in Alabama. That's when Bryce had made that offense his. That's what it would look like in the NFL, and that's what it looked like in college. That hasn't showed up on tape yet. First year at the beginning of the season, early in his career, he's running for his life, getting over the PTSD. Now with Dave Canales, he got benched because he came in with the same bull crap. He came back, and now he's shown flashes over the last few games at the end of the season. Here's a whole new season. He had a whole NFL offseason. He has no excuses. While he can come in after the first 6 games, we should be able to see what we need to see from Bryce. If we don't see it in the first 6 games, bro, y'all already know how it goes.
Here's the rebuttal. I heard what you said about Alabama. Here's the rebuttal.
Yeah.
Nick Saban said out of his own mouth, when Bryce Young came to Alabama, I had to change my entire playbook up to fit him. So if you're going to say that was Bryce's team at Alabama, then what has Carolina done in terms of the plays, you know what I'm saying, to switch it up to what Bryce does and does well?
The NFL don't work. The NFL don't necessarily have to work like that, but some coaches absolutely do. But considering that this is considered a quarterback-friendly offense, they shouldn't have to tailor nothing to Bryce. Bryce should have to learn and grow in this NFL offense. Again, it's taking ownership of the offense.
Well, but let me jump in here too, because even at Alabama, Nick Saban did tailor that offense to Bryce Young's strength. Like, that's why you didn't see as many play actions when it came to Carolina. You know, that's why I never thought that Frank Reich wanted Bryce Young. I felt he wanted Stroud. Because if you look at what Bryce Young did at Alabama, that is not remotely what they had Bryce do when he came here under Frank Reich. So it's like, how do you look at what he did at Alabama and then force him to do literally almost the exact opposite when he comes here to the Panthers? It just makes no sense. But I do feel like a good coach is supposed to tailor the team around their players. I feel like that's what you should do.
Well, so with the NFL, bro, you got to learn, not only learn your offense and know your offense, but you got to be able to read defenses as well. That's not a necessary requirement in college. So now you can know that offense, but that defense may not necessarily tinker to the way that offense wanted to, and that defensive player might move in a different direction. That's why in the NFL you got to be able to make these reads.
But why not pick up a quarterback that does what you like to do, like Cody just said? You know what I'm saying?
Dave Canales inherited Bryce Young.
I got you, but listen, when we got, I got you, and you correct on that. When we brought in Cam Newton, right? They changed that offense up to what Cam Newton did at Auburn. He did not miss a step. He continued with the RPO, just like he did at Auburn. The damn playbook didn't even really change like that, because they knew bringing Cam in, he ain't gonna sit in the pocket if y'all had a damn coach or offensive coordinator that wanted to do that. They played to Cam's skill level, and that's why we was able to be good with it.
Yeah,
because with Cam's skill set, bro, with Cam's skill set, it was easier to do that than to teach him to read defenses first. Let him learn that shit on the fly, because he's talented enough to play on that level.
Well, Bryce also came into a completely different situation than Cam, too.
Absolutely.
We all know
we didn't have no receivers, no offensive line, nothing.
And Frank Wright was trash.
Cam had Jordan Gross, Ryan Khalil, Steve Smith, all that when he first showed up.
He had a declining Steve Smith, who he 2
had
years later went to Baltimore.
All Bryce had was a right tackle.
The declining Steve Smith? You don't really, what? Did you say declining Steve Smith?
But Steve Smith went only a year later. He went over to Baltimore, bro. He didn't blow. He wasn't balling out over there in Baltimore.
He was. What you talking
about?
With
Cam for 2 years, 3 years.
Yes, he was balling out in Baltimore too.
Bro, Steve Smith ain't. I don't think Steve Smith ever showed a decline. He just gracefully bowed out.
Yes, I agree with that.
Oh, it
100% agree.
showed a decline. I don't know what y'all was looking at. It showed a
No,
decline.
no, Steve Smith. Steve Smith gradually was showing decline, and when we cut him, the way we cut him, the way Gettleman cut him, was very disrespectful. For all Smith had done, Gettleman sent him a telegram in the mail that says you're released.
Did the same thing.
Pissed him off. That pissed him off, and he went to Baltimore because when he later said when he was deciding
to mow his lawn.
when he decided who to go to, he wanted to make sure that he was facing the Panthers.
He embarrassed us that day too.
For that game.
Yeah.
What he had like 150 yards? That
Oh, he
I don't know.
First of all,
He made the whole secondary look like toddlers out there.
No. He had two good plays in that game. One play was a tip ball. He got lucky. And come on, y'all. We ain't gonna do this.
Come on.
He had a ball. Go
I
back
don't
and
know
look.
if
He
that's
had
luck. He
about
did that
5
his whole
catches in
career.
that whole
Anytime a
game,
ball
bro.
was tipped up in the air, he always got that.
He caught a tip ball in the back of the end zone. That was some luck shit.
But he caught it.
Here
we go,
He caught it.
Popping bullets back on the
wide
free throw.
receiver
What up,
job
Pop?
to do. Catch the ball.
He had 139 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I thought it was 100.
And he had
good
7
game, though.
catches. He had 7 catches.
That's a damn good game.
That's the definition of cooking.
That's a damn good game, right?
Two of those games was tip balls, bro. I mean, two of those. Hey, Pickle, you tipped it on the sideline. He caught it.
Tipped or not, they still count as a catch.
I know.
Hey, and that tip one in the back of the end zone was still a touchdown on it.
Yeah, both of them was. I mean, he got lucky.
He had a good day.
I'd rather him be lucky.
I ain't gonna lie, though. I
what
was
he
happy
came to
as
do.
hell. I was loving the comments that he did because, like, whoever said it, I don't like the way Gettleman did what he did to him, bro.
Nobody did.
But that was some fucked up shit. Then we continued on to do that shit with Cam. You know, we got bad history.
Yeah, you can't cut one of the most beloved players. You can't cut one of the most loved players of all time like
on
that.
the Telegram. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Gettleman did some shit that I really disapprove of. He also helped build a Super Bowl team. So it's like, you know, I don't know.
He didn't build. He didn't build. He really.
I said
didn't
he helped. He helped build a Super Bowl team.
With the guy from a movie, bro. With
Didn't
the
he
guy
draft
from a movie.
who draft Vernon Butler?
Blindside? Yeah, he drafted Vernon Butler.
Yeah, he drafted. He drafted some bucks. He also drafted. He also drafted K1 Short. He also drafted Starla Tulele. Yeah, he also drafted. Let me see, Shaq Thompson.
Vernon Butler was horrible though.
Yeah, Vernon Butler was trash.
Vernon Butler was ultimate trash.
He drafted Christian
Devin
McCaffrey.
Funches.
He was trash.
Devin Funches.
Flies flying around it.
Remember, also remember
McCaffrey was probably his best pick.
Remember the free agent signings too. He brought in Jared Allen mid-season. He brought in didn't he bring in Jericho Cotry? He brought in Cotry. He brought in what's his name? Roman Harper.
Brenton Burson.
Oh, we didn't gotta bring up Brenton Burson.
I mean, he did the same thing that Marty Herney did. They never gave Cam any real true number one wide receiver.
100%.
Gettleman wanted players to kiss his ass as if he was God, and it didn't work for him. It didn't work for him in Carolina. It didn't work for him in the Giants.
I did want to bring up this.
He should have did a casting call for the Penguins.
I agree.
Hold on. Let me bring up this receiving core because I just want to talk about it. Is this the wide receiving core to get the most out of Bryce Young?
Yes.
We have T-Mac.
Yes.
No more Adam Thielen. Xavier Legette, Jalen Coker, Bryson Tremaine, David Moore, and Jimmy Horn Jr.
Yes.
I love McMillan.
My only concern is T-Mac speed, man. He looks slow to me in the
we got Coker in the slot.
He got sure hands, but
Hold on. I just want to see. This was the thing about it. Everybody want to hate on his speed. Let's
I
go
ain't hating
look.
on his speed, bro. I saw the man in the
He wasn't,
preseason,
but he
bro.
wasn't the fastest guy in college, so they already knew that.
And they
That
still
was one
couldn't
of the
stop
reasons
him.
why I
And
was hesitant to draft him because he didn't have that top end speed.
I'm gonna
he
tell
don't
you from
need
a
top.
person
Hey,
that
listen.
All you gotta do is throw it in his direction.
But he
He'll
got
go
your
up the
I
hands,
field.
though.
agree.
He got your
I
hands.
agree.
I'm gonna tell you from a person who ran track. Them guys with long legs don't never look fast.
Ever.
Till you stand up, till you go
Yeah, that's true.
until you
That's
go
true.
against them.
Dez
See,
Bryant
because
did
you
look
taking
fast.
all them little baby steps, and they just striding. I'm
They
telling
take it
you,
long. They stride. Yeah.
They're taking some
Look,
Sasquatch strides.
listen.
he got
Look at
enough speed. Because
He
look,
don't.
Mike Evans ain't fast either, according to
Yeah.
Similar numbers.
and he got
Similar
the
numbers.
same similar numbers and build. Trust me, that man. What he got better than Mike Evans is them hands.
Tech
Yeah,
gonna be that
Hey,
guy.
that's
some of the best
Hey,
players in
boy.
NFL history at wide receiver have not been burners. Jerry
Hey,
Rice
Cody.
was not a
Man, I got the
burner.
you said did you say some of the best? Let's go ahead and just say the best who ever played in the NFL wide receiver wise. Jerry Rice was not the fastest dude.
Yeah.
There were guys with
From
good
what I
hands who could
recall,
run
He
routes.
was probably the best route runner in
Yes, he
ever.
was a route
Yeah.
running
Right.
technician though.
right.
Hey,
And he
Cody.
had
But-
hands.
Hey, Cody. Can I give you who I think gonna be the surprise wide receiver this year?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I think this dude Bryson Tremaine gonna be somebody that we gonna all know after this year.
Y'all gonna have to sell me on Bryson Tremaine, man.
Look,
I know we had a good preseason.
I told
but,
y'all. I
bro,
told you
I'm
2
not-
years ago what
I'm not
what-
sipping the Kool-Aid yet, Twan.
Hey,
That's
he
all
look
I'm
like when
saying,
he get the
man.
ball in his hands, he want to be a little running back out there.
Yeah. Hey, look. I
He
told
like
y'all
to
too.
hit.
Hey, Cody, you remember when I told him about our running back? You know,
And he thick too.
that's why I'm the motherfucking the CEO of the Chuba Hubbard Foundation. I told them they was like, nah,
Bro looked like he ran a post route and got dang on. He caught that ball and went straight up the middle between the safety and the corner. And I'm talking about he wasn't ducking no action.
bro, we might have a genie in the bottle, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. We're gonna be like, who is Bryson Tremaine? I'm trying to. He depending on how much his usage rate. Because if he do what he's supposed to do, somebody ain't gonna get as many looks.
Yeah,
These days.
that wide receiver we picked up off waivers. I looked at some of his. Y'all know he led the Chargers in receiving yards in preseason.
They don't be looking that shit up. They don't be looking it up.
No, I like what I seen. That
he fast as hell.
Yeah, that Campbell kid. Y'all, people sleep on him. He could take one of these boys' job.
Bro, why we always sign these Gamecock players, man?
You know why? You know why? Because the Panthers hierarchy loves them cocks.
God.
We need more Tar Heels. That's right.
Because we don't
No, we need more Tigers is what we need.
But
let's
think about it. Think about it.
What we need.
Think about it, Cody. There has been some pretty good wide receivers from Clemson. Well, how many great wide receivers came from Clemson?
I mean, DeAndre
I said
Hopkins
great.
has been incredible, has he not? What was
That's
the white
one.
boy?
I thought he was from South Carolina.
Hop is probably the best one from Clemson.
That's one.
He was from
What
Clemson.
else?
My bad.
How
Who
about T. Higgins out there balling right now? Okay.
Is he great?
How about the white dude from in
number
the 85 Super Bowl that for the 49ers that caught the touchdown in the back of the end zone? Oh, what's
But
his name?
you see, you got a handful. You got a handful.
Okay, how many South Carolina
Y'all not wide receiver university,
South Carolina
Cody.
fans?
I'm not trying to shit on your
How many
team. Y'all
South
just
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
How many-
Cody
how
done
many
had some
South
pretty good wide
Carolina-
receivers, bro.
We've had some damn good
We
wide
put out
receivers.
Julius
Y'all ain't
Peppers.
said
He's a
nobody-
Hall of
Did
Famer.
you say Jacoby Ford?
I did not say Jacoby.
Y'all talking about college football right now, Cody?
I mean, kinda.
That's
Well,
exactly
they're
why I got
talking.
back in here by accident.
Yeah, they're talking about some of the
I don't know
best.
why, Cole. You an
But
NC
how
State
many?
fan. What's there to
What?
talk
Shut
about?
your ass up. I was trying to plug the show for tomorrow.
What they're talking about? how many great wide receivers came from Clemson?
Right,
And Cody's struggling to find them.
Because Cody wants a player from Clemson to come here. So, and I'll go ask the same thing on defense. What are the best defensive players that ever came to Clemson that went to the NFL?
You know what, though, Pop?
Sammy Watkins.
It really needs to be addressed.
Defense?
Why does the Carolina Panthers?
I'm still naming receivers.
Why has the Panthers refused to draft anybody from Clemson?
Cody,
There's
I got
gotta be
something
a
for your
why.
ass.
Yeah,
You ain't got a wide receiver better than what I had at NC State.
I know what Tar Heel we drafted as a Hall of Famer now.
Name a wide receiver Clemson had is better than Torrey Holt. You can't do it.
Bro.
Nah, don't even try, Cody. Don't even try.
You can't do it.
Don't even fucking try.
Tell him, Twine.
Same,
Can't
bro.
do it, bro.
Leave that shit alone right there.
Hey, bro, how about Michael Williams? Has been a really good player the past 10 years or whatever the fuck for the Chargers. DeAndre Hopkins. Bro, when DeAndre was in his prime, he was considered the best in the NFL, bro.
You did have some.
Right
We're
now.
not saying y'all had none.
Now-
It's just but listen, Cody. Let's see. I'm not hating on your
Carolina,
team,
though.
but your best players lately have left a lot to be desired.
Who?
Y'all's
Come on,
best
let's-
players that have
first
come
of
to
all,
the
who?
NFL
Who?
have
Hey,
Simmons.
left.
Whoa. Is Dexter
Simmons
Lawrence?
is one.
Is
Andre
Dexter Lawrence?
Isaiah
Is
Simmons.
Dexter
Your
Lawrence
Yep.
not the best?
Simmons was the first one that came to my mind.
Trevor Lawrence.
Deshaun
Trevor
Watson.
Lawrence has left a lot to be
Lawrence
desired.
Is
Trevor
Dexter
Etienne.
Lawrence not the best defensive tackle in the NFL right
I mean,
now?
yeah,
Yeah, I
Etienne.
believe so. Travis Etienne, balling. Hey, y'all need to say who y'all.
Hey, hold
schools
on.
is.
Travis Etienne about to lose his job.
He ain't lost nothing.
And then
Travis Etienne about to lose his job because Tank.
Hey, man,
Tank Bigsby.
y'all need to say who y'all school is before y'all want to start talking shit about
No,
mine.
I'm not
When's
saying.
the
North
last
Carolina,
time
I don't
baby.
want. I'm not.
y'all school has
I'm
put
not
out
saying
anybody
that.
worth a damn?
Hey, Cody, don't listen to Nick because he ain't got a fucking team.
I don't.
He just like to go around talking shit about other
But
people.
no, but I'm not.
Damn,
I'm
Nick,
being
you OD
truthful.
for that, bro.
Hey, my
I'm not-
college
I'm
quarterback is
being
starting for
truthful.
the Patriots
That way you
now.
can talk shit.
He did the
Dude.
same thing to me. It's like you gotta have a team before you can start talking all that type of shit, bro.
I'm not talking shit. All I said was the current group of the top guys that are in the NFL, except for Dexter Lawrence, have left a lot to be
And what he
desired.
said was, "Who is your team? What's your players?"
Yeah,
So he can
Yeah.
call your players out.
Like he who lives in glass houses
No
stole the
one.
first stone.
Dude, I grew up in Raleigh, man. I'm a Tar Heel fan.
Man, y'all ass grew up in South Carolina, man. You ain't grow
You
up.
were Riley, but a Tar Heel fan.
Dude, I went to Leesville Road High School in Raleigh, North Carolina.
For a year.
It
You
sounds
ain't
like
grow
you
up
was
in
about to say
Raleigh.
Wolfpack. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He should have.
Nah, he should not
I
have.
ain't about to say that.
He
Listen,
should have.
I'm all Carolina.
This
Nah.
because I'm
Y'all UNC
I got a
fans
question
can
for
count to
Pickle.
five.
I got a
can't
question
you?
for Pickle.
Hey,
I got a
Cody.
question for Pickle.
Pop, keep your black ass out of my city,
All right,
Nick.
all right. Let me say this, and then I'll answer your question. How about Reggie White, Hall
Yes,
of Fame?
sir. Hall of Famer.
Peyton Manning, Hall of Fame.
Your ass
We know,
reading,
we
too.
know,
Reading.
we know he's going to the Hall of Fame.
Wait,
And I know why people don't like Peyton Manning.
Oh, here we go with Tennessee, man.
no.
Here we go. With
Hey, man, I didn't ask the question. I'm just throwing my answer. You don't like the answer? Ask the guy well, I hate the guy who asked the question.
You know why Panthers fans hate Peyton Manning is what you meant to say.
Yes, you're right, 100%.
Because he's a cheating son of a bitch. I'll say that.
And listen, let me clarify in case folks don't know. I don't like Peyton Manning either. All right? But go ahead. What's your question, Pop?
Yeah, my question is, because this has been going around all over the Panther Nation, and you are the perfect candidate to answer this question. How did you feel about Hendon Hooker coming here? And number two, since Hendon Hooker has gotten here, is it more pressure on Bryce?
That's QB1 right there, Pop.
Yes,
Come on,
yes, sir.
I tell you what,
QB1.
I'm excited that he got here, but like I said in the chat a while ago, I've been trying to clinch it because I don't want to in my own brain, I don't want to overhype him because he listen, he didn't get anywhere in Detroit. He just didn't. So his fault, their fault. I don't know. I didn't pay a lot of attention to it, but I know I don't like the offense that they play in Tennessee. It's basically a one read and throw the ball deep. That's what it is. I don't like Harpo's offense at all in Tennessee. I personally don't think he should have the job in Tennessee, but they gave him extensions, so apparently they don't listen to me. So nonetheless, but listen, there's a reason why since he's been there, most of your wide receivers and your quarterbacks that come out of the University of Tennessee struggle at the NFL level.
Hey,
Jalen Hyatt, Joe Milton's probably doing pretty good down there in Dallas, according to Jerry Jones, but Jerry Jones said he got a great haul today. So
the Raiders might have a good one though, Pickle.
Hey, Pickle.
You're right, but Thornton didn't go to Tennessee. Some of these guys learned before they got there how to run a great route tree.
Hey, Pickle.
Go ahead.
Pickle.
Yeah.
You didn't say why Dallas traded everybody or Mike.
I don't want that reason.
Hold on. Pickle didn't finish all my question. He didn't finish my whole question. He didn't finish answering.
Do I think it applies pressure to Bryce? I'll be honest with you. I like to think that just because I think a little pressure makes you a better NFL player. I've always believed that. I always believe that. If you don't feel somebody behind you, and Steve Smith used to say this regularly, if you don't feel somebody behind you, you better look out what's in front of you.
No Diddy.
Shit.
Hey, look, I do want to say
this.
Can
I'm
I
gonna say one more thing to you, Pickle, about Hendon Hooker.
All right.
And I might mess around and get a bird come up here. Cause I know he's kind of somewhere around. But I think Hendon Hooker arm is just as big as Michael Pennett's.
Oh, I agree.
Oh yeah, Hooker
I
can
agree
throw
with
that ball.
I agree. You know what I told him in the chat this morning? I said, what do we need to do? Do we need to trade the elite special team guy, David Moore? What do we need to do to get Jalen Hyatt from the Giants to here?
At this point, Pickle, I think Dan Morgan could get a 4th round pick for Andy Dalton.
Hey, look,
I like that.
Boy.
That would be great value, by the way.
Hey, let me say this. Let me say this.
Oh, Rocky Top. Home sweet home to me.
Just gotta give Hooker some time to learn the system.
Look, I just want to say this. I want to say this, and I think Pop has heard me say that I like about us going to get Hendon Hooker several times.
My phone skipped. What'd you say?
But
I was singing Rocky Top.
He was singing Rocky
that
Top.
goddamn song.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I ain't even seen that Hendon Hooker thing.
So look, I'm gonna let y'all know something. I'm gonna tell you haven't seen him because of the injury and all that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if Hendon Hooker didn't get injured that year, he would have been up there getting drafted in the top 3 with Bryce.
Y'all trying to tell me Hendon Hooker's gonna be my QB next year? That's what I'm hearing.
Let me tell you one game to watch. If you don't know who Hendon Hooker is, or you don't know a lot about him, let me tell you one game to watch, and you'll like this game. Tennessee versus Alabama in 19.
I knew you were gonna say
that game that they whipped Bryce.
Watch that one game.
Hey, you said
here's
19.
the funny part.
You said 19
I did. You're right.
In a different universe.
Yeah, in Pickle's universe.
But hey, Pickle's not wrong though. There was a point in time a couple of years ago where he was in the Heisman conversation.
Right, exactly. If he had
Hendon Hooker was throwing the ball around the field.
Right.
Listen, Hendon Hooker
Jalen Hyatt and Hendon Hooker was a cheat code.
Yes, I'm telling you right now, when Hendon Hooker that year, before he got hurt, he was the leading quarterback in college football.
Right.
Before he got hurt.
When if you watch that game, you'll be amazed with his deep ball accuracy. And listen, they'll say this: that's the best court. That's the last time Tennessee had a great quarterback.
Was learning to play in the
I like that
NFL
he's
at
6'3".
speed and being able to read them defenses coming out of Tennessee.
Right,
That was my only knock on him.
And that's why I said earlier about that hypo offense. I've never liked it. It doesn't.
Development.
It doesn't teach the quarterbacks or the receivers to develop for the next level. It doesn't help them at all. And to me,
I like
that's
the
a
fact
knock.
that
So
I like the fact that he said that he throws every day except on Sunday.
right.
He used to be a threat out that. He was a threat out that backfield too, bro.
That man said he even throws to his mama.
They asked Hendon Hooker about that game, and they asked him if he's talked to Bryce, and he said, well, we talked about it once, and they're saying that there was a lot of bad calls in that game. And that's all they'd say. And I'm like, yeah, who said that? Because, to be honest, there's a lot of people, Cade Mays was the backup right guard and backup right tackle during that season for Tennessee. When Hooker was in Virginia Tech, he played with Yoshi Nijman, the backup right tackle, and he also played with James Mitchell, the tight end. So he's got connections
in Carolina.
Yeah, he's got a lot. He's got a lot of connections.
Forgot that bitch played at Virginia Tech, Pickle. Damn.
Yes, he's got
Hooker
a lot of
should have played
connections
at
in
Tech.
Virginia Tech from there himself. So I think it's going when Tennessee plays Alabama this year. I'd like to be a fly in the locker room to see them two have those conversations. Just see the shit talk.
Cody, this is like a good time to talk about our spaces tomorrow at noon o'clock. I said noon o'clock. At noon, that's probably going to last till midnight tomorrow. We're back.
It's time to put up or shut up tomorrow.
It's a lot of rivalry games going on tomorrow.
Oh
And the squad beef tomorrow.
Hey, don't Clemson play LSU?
Yes, sir. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. in the real Death Valley.
We can go ahead and get JJ&G baby out at noon.
LSU pack. You know what I'm saying? We'll show them who the real Death Valley is.
Texas, Ohio State at noon.
Like I said, I'm all Carolina, so
it
don't matter who win that game. I like both of them teams.
Go to the next comment, Cody. Shout out Brad.
Huh?
Who does South Carolina play?
I don't know. I ain't check this. Check this.
So
They're gonna lose to Virginia Tech. That's what they're gonna do.
Hendon Hooker had other offers, but he chose to come to Carolina because he likes the people here. He's from Carolina. He's from, I think, Greensboro or somewhere like that.
He probably from
Greensboro.
Yeah, and he likes the coaches here. So.
Ain't no
Swan and Cody, the
it's
ACC
Greensboro.
makes a stand this weekend. I need y'all to hold it down. I'm with y'all.
Hey, look, man. Did y'all see did you guys see the SEC on Netflix?
And
hell yeah, that's why that's
that was a good show.
Hey,
watched
Quan,
all that shit.
Did you hear what Dave Canales said about Hendon Hooker?
What did he say?
He said that he scouted him in his draft. When they asked Hooker about it, he said, yeah, he went up there on a 30 visit and spent 2 days up there. Talking to Dave Canales, and Dave Canales really hyped him up strong.
He gloated all over him, Twan. He gloated all over him, bro.
You need to see that, bro. He
But check
gloated
this
all
out.
over him.
This is what people don't see coming though with that situation, Pickle. So if Hendon Hooker chose the Carolina Panthers, look, he must in his head think there is a way that he can wind up starting, bro.
I mean, I've
who's
thought
gonna
all
want to
those
come sit
things
behind a
when
quarterback who they think they're never gonna start?
Yeah, well, you're right.
And if Canales is saying that much about him, sounds like Canales is got to me.
Hey, if Bryce decided he don't want to stay in Carolina, hey, you got a security blanket.
So
now you're right. You're right. Because Bryce may decide that he don't want to stay here.
And in case y'all didn't know, Hendon Hooker is 6'3", like 6'4". So he got the height.
Oh yeah.
Hey, the Niners might come call and say, "Hey, Carolina, I got 2-3 first round pick for Bryce Young."
Hey, you never know. Hey, look at this. If he gets a chance to, if he gets a chance to put some things on display, you also can get something for Hendon Hooker. So it's a win-win situation, no matter how you look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and with Dan's luck right now, he gonna turn anybody into at least a fourth round pick.
At least
anybody.
Round pick.
At least.
I like Hendon Hooker being on the team for Bryce's sakes because Bryce got to perform, bro. Yeah, it ain't fuck Andy Dalton, bro. Look, it's a real guy. It's a guy back behind you that ain't that much older that can swing that shit, bro. I think they finally brought in some decent competition for him, though, bro.
It's the best.
They brought somebody in that's hungry. That's what they did. They brought somebody who's hungry.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it, Pop. That's it.
This might be the
He's
fire.
not gonna replace him, y'all, but having that healthy
man,
competition. I see what y'all saying.
He should be.
Listen.
Can
if
we be
Bryce
real
don't
though?
come out
There is
here,
no competition. There's you have to have the coaches that are willing to let a competition take place.
no,
I don't think
it's
there
no
is a
real.
Dalton's in the decline.
When you saying competition, but at the end of the day, when you know that there's somebody who can swing the ball like they saying, they can swing the ball like that behind you, you got to go out there and perform. Because if you don't, you can lose your job.
See, Cody knows. That's why I don't know why he's
Can't all you
bullshit.
got, bro.
Cody knows
That's why I say he can't go out there
he scouts. Cody
Hey, I
scouts.
think
So
Bryce gonna go
don't
out
get
there
it
and do
twisted.
his
Cody
thing,
scouts.
though.
He know that
But
Hendon
it's
Hooker
good to
can
have
throw the
somebody
ball.
pushing.
I'm not
If
saying
he
that
learns
he
the
can't.
system,
I'm
it
not
could be
saying that he
possibly
can't. I'm
a
saying
problem, Cody.
the only way that Hendon Hooker gets a realistic look is if an injury happens to not only Bryce but Andy Dalton also.
No, I don't
There's
think we
a
can
lot
listen.
that has to happen.
Andy Dalton is
I
done.
think they're gonna skip Andy
Andy
Dalton.
Dalton
I
is
disagree with
done.
my
They gonna
lawyer.
skip Andy
I
Dalton.
disagree with my
Man,
lawyer.
they already
If Bryce
ran
Young
that,
comes out and
man.
perform in the first two games like he did
Ain't
last year,
nobody,
Cody,
ain't nobody
Andy,
trying to see Andy
hold
Dalton
They
on.
would have
What
They
Cody
would have
said.
they would have let go of Andy Dalton if they didn't think that he could be at least a backup quarterback. Like there's
no,
Andy
no
Dalton,
way.
because
He's
they
just
Andy
signed
there
him
to
Dalton
to a
teach
can't win
two-year
Cody
nothing.
to
Got
back
deal.
there
up.
though.
Bryce would have to go
I
down,
don't think
and
they would
Dalton
have
would have
touched
to lay
Hooker
an
if they believed
egg.
that
That's
was
what I'm
possible.
saying, bro. Like a
They
lot
can
has
eat.
to happen before
Hendon would
Hendon
have to
Hooker.
like
A
I
work
don't
lot
think
Bryce
has to
out
happen
Listen,
before Hendon
in
Hooker gets a
practice.
meaningful shot.
Andy Dalton is just there
In
to teach,
practice.
not to back up.
if
All the
Bryce
coaches are.
He's a practice
if
buddy.
Bryce gets hurt and he happens to miss a game, they'll activate Hooker probably I guess the next
I'd
day,
actually,
the next day or whatever,
Right.
right? But
And Dalton would be the
Y'all
starter.
Dalton
doing
will be
like
the starter. But y'all, I'm sorry, I have seen nothing since
you tell me that Andy Dalton got
Andy's
anything left in his
benched.
tank.
That
Since
first game he
Andy,
No,
got in.
since
the
after the
fumes is
car wreck,
burnt out on his face.
since after the car wreck of last year, I have seen nothing that tells me
yo,
Andy
is it
Dalton
me or is
can
the
play
internet
one
tripping?
effective game.
Man, I
He's
ain't seen
been
nothing
worse
from
since
Andy
Now,
Dalton
that.
after
that
that
being
He's
first
done,
game he
said,
bro.
played.
Hendon Hooker's going to be here next year.
Andy's
This
been
After,
year.
worse since that accident.
after they show Andy the door.
Andy Dalton can't win a game
Andy
right
got.
now of his life depending on
Hey,
He
shout out to
couldn't.
CPG. Andy's only got worse, bro.
Yeah,
He
Somebody
has.
that,
might
It's only
It's
somebody
worse.
over
might
with.
come
Yeah,
he
he's
looked
calling
like
for
he
congrats.
Andy
He's
lost a
settled.
Dalton.
major step this
If
offseason.
Bryce gets hurt,
It's over, baby.
then
But
you
It's
guys
better
have
over.
to
hope
Hendon
understand.
Hendon Hooker can know this offense.
Hey,
But
somebody's
listen,
quarterback gonna go down, and Andy Dalton gonna be traded.
what
Hey,
I'm saying
CPG.
I hope.
though,
Andy
I
Dalton.
what
hope,
I'm
man.
saying,
I hope.
guys, you're not hearing me though.
I take a 6th
And
round pick for him.
Andy
Andy Dalton out here
Dalton,
fucking laughing during
no, listen,
preseason.
Twan, Andy Dalton knows the offensive playbook.
He
That's
does.
something that Hendon
That's true.
doesn't right
He
now.
throws on me.
That's why he would be the number 2. I'm not saying that Dalton is a better quarterback than anyone. The dude's clearly washed. I'm not saying that he's not. What I'm saying though is that you cannot if Bryce is injured, it is malpractice to just say, okay, get in there, Hendon. Bro, he hasn't been a
Well,
part of
hold
this
on.
team.
Why is that malpractice though, Cody?
Right,
Because
bro.
he has
Because
not been a
Dalton
part of this team
Andy
long enough
Dalton is
to know
trash.
the play.
Cody,
He
I'm
doesn't
going
know
out
the
there to take a
plays.
snap.
Dalton
Cody's
ain't did nothing
saying
in
that
a
he
real
doesn't know the
game so
offense
far
yet.
yet,
He
though.
doesn't know the offense.
Yeah.
He
Shit,
can know
hey,
that bitch like
Maybe
fucking
next
Einstein,
year.
Cody. I don't even think he can get a
Just
first
turn
down.
around and hand the ball off.
Give him one more off season, and yeah, maybe he is ready to replace Dalton, but not right now. Come on,
Let me
man.
ask you this,
listen,
Cody.
I
How
understand.
difficult do you think our offense is compared to Detroit Lions' offensive scheme?
Hey, Bryce is tough.
Bro, it's
I
not
mean,
an
that's a good
elementary
point.
It better not
offense.
be.
Like
It's
we got this
supposed to be run
complex
first.
offense.
Do
We're
y'all
not
think?
running a downplay his offense. We really
Guys,
not.
but do y'all really think Canales runs some?
I'm tired of
element to his
Canales
game?
lying to us.
But hold on. I know I see what you're saying, but think about it. Andy Dalton has been in the league for 50-something years and struggles just doing this offense. I think Hendon Hooker could probably catch on by week 8.
I'm sure, but it's not gonna. All right, but that's still 8 weeks of being on the team, though.
That don't mean you're gonna go out there and do anything with it.
We ain't talking about him going out there week one, Cody.
I feel like if you got a good enough quarterback, you can stick him out there in 2 weeks. Fuck it.
By the time he would be out there, he would already learn some shit. Andy Dalton is not taking the game serious anymore, Cody. He's out there laughing and shit when he clips
Andy
up.
Dalton
He
collecting
throws the
paychecks.
interception, he jogging to the sideline, giggling and shit.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
not taking the game
I
serious.
didn't like him in the hype up video in the blueprint shit with his smart ass. Talking about where in the world would you rather be other than Charlotte? And then started laughing. I don't like that shit. That was just me though.
Andy Dalton looks like a seasoned Jack Plummer.
Andy Dalton wants to be on the sideline with his hat backwards wearing a book bag.
Dalton looks like a Jack Plumber that was left in the oven too long.
Nah, bro. He's right. He's just a Jack Plummer with a little bit more fucking Tony Satcheries and some shit on. That's
You
it.
better be glad he had AJ Green, boy, because that extended his career by a decade.
I was gonna say it's wild. The only time we ever tied with anybody, Andy Dalton was the quarterback of that team.
That was such a shitty game, too.
It really was.
I remember that.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. I listen. I loved it. I loved Hendon Hooker. I wanted to go get him last year. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, Cody, in the private chat, there's a link to well, I can tell you the time where the Canales talks about Hendon Hooker. If you want to play it, it's at 16:26 time.
Does anybody think Hooker goes on the field this year?
I really don't expect him to be on the field during a game.
16, what, Pickle?
No.
16:26. But I listen. Like I said, if it takes him, if he's on the practice squad all year, he'll learn. And by the time he gets on the field, I expect him to know everything.
If he's down, he can go ahead and practice hard as hell and get beat up.
Yeah, he can.
I don't know why we're even having this conversation. I think it's obvious that they brought Hendon Hooker in because as an insurance policy because we all saw Andy looks.
Yeah,
he's done, bro. You can't give him the keys. You can't. It's over. I don't know why he didn't get cut.
Hey, Cody, I just sent it to you at that point. Pickle said.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I think they should void his badge right now. Like
he needs to just go ahead and do us a favor and retire. I'm gonna be really honest with y'all. I'm sorry.
I think he's going to after the season.
Yeah. Hold up.
Yeah, he is
That's
washed.
cool.
I ain't
Hendon could be our
It was
backup
terrible,
next year.
bro. His QB performance in that preseason game was awful, son.
All right, this is Canales on
Jimmy Clausen
to
level.
the guys that we have here. Hendon Hooker is a guy that I loved in the process coming out of Tennessee. I had some great meetings with him. He really impressed me as a man, and a really high character guy with a lot of talent, a beautiful motion, a big strapping guy who can run, and I think, sometimes I think Coach Campbell said it right. Sometimes guys need a change of scenery, and he's had great training up there. I am very grateful that we get a player who's had professional training, for a while now with setting protections and run game alerts and a lot of the different things that, the offense that Detroit was able to build, like that I really admire, and to be able to bring a guy in who's had exposure in that, and the talent and the character that I'm excited about, I'm glad he's going to be here.
Last question.
All right, when I hear him say that, though, that's part of what does make me say I'm not selling my stock on Bryce. What I'm saying, if Bryce did have a bad year this year, I think they would let him go and evaluate his own quarterback that they wanted to bring on the team. He's already recounting the meetings that he had with Hendon Hooker and why he liked him. A big strapping quarterback with a nice throwing motion. I mean, come on.
Beautiful. No, beautiful.
Canales thinks everybody's great, though. I mean, he loves everyone.
I felt like he took a shot too at Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell was absolutely right. So sometimes you just you need to be in a different
Hey,
situation.
like a kid.
is that
Right.
is that Dave Canales' version of Ron Rivera's missed opportunities? As he thinks everybody's great.
Basically.
Yeah.
But
I love
it
Ron
was a
with my
lot more
heart, but when
spicier
you
though.
started
It was
doing
a
that
lot
shit, I
more
wanted to choke
spicier.
Yeah,
Hey,
and,
did you guys?
Hendon
hey,
Hooker is a
Never heard
little
her talk about
older.
Bryce that way.
Right.
Did you guys hear? Go ahead, Pig.
Hendon Hooker is a little older. Some people in the chat are keeping it. Yeah, he's a little older, but y'all, they just gave Andy Dalton a new contract, and he's 37 years old. I mean, let's slow your roll about the age matters. They're not nobody's dragging Hendon Hooker in here to be a franchise quarterback at 30. Slow your roll.
No.
And did y'all see that?
While ago, y'all was crying and boohooing because your 35-year-old wide receiver was going to a different team.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the ride along that Jansen did with Ron Rivera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Ron released a lot of shit on there, bro. He said a lot of things I was not privy to.
Yeah.
Man, all I know is the competition is in the room. Bryce, you got to stay on top of your toes. Don't lose your job, man. Go out here and do what you're supposed to do.
Bryce ain't losing that damn
Do what you
job,
got to do. What you're gonna do. Come out here and ball out. If not, man, you got somebody in your rear view, boy. That he done got a second chance. I don't think he gonna let off.
Yeah, Bryce. I think Bryce is gonna come out and cook, man. I think he's gonna show us. He's gonna own that offense and do his own little thing with it. Cause you know he got his guy Tommy Tremble and all of them back too. I'm looking forward to seeing this team, man. These guys are scrappy, and they gonna come back with a vengeance, man. I think Jacksonville's in for a surprise.
And guess what, bro? Guess what? He don't have a Michael Parsons chasing him down no more.
Well, I got to see it. Like I said, man, I got to see it though. I believe he will, but if I'm disappointed, I won't be surprised because fuck that. I'm a Panthers fan, my man.
I gotta believe this year is gonna be so much better. I gotta believe this year is gonna be so much better. I feel like I know it's gonna be so much better. I think these guys is gonna pump up. I don't see us winning, like these people predicting 12 and 13 wins, you know what I'm saying? I'm good with 9 to be honest.
I don't know about all that.
I'm good with 9.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make my predictions until next week.
I don't even make predictions anymore. I'm good with 9 and 10 wins for this year. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just so ready
good
to
with
see.
10 wins.
Yeah, I told the boys in the chat, I'm tired of hearing videos. I'm tired of watching cart talks.
I'm over all of it, bro.
I'm tired of reading articles about how dudes on the team feel. I don't give a fuck about it no more.
I want to see it on the field. Show it on the field, damn it.
I had to hit somebody in the
I don't
mouth
want to
regardless.
hear none of that shit, dude.
We want to see it on the field.
I want to see it on the football field. I don't care how
Yes, sir. We need to see it on the field.
I don't care how none of their families are accommodating to Charlotte. I don't care how their ride on the plane was. I don't give a fuck. I'm ready.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I don't want to have good facilities for the away team. Fuck that.
So what does it look like on C3 if we go to Jacksonville and they blow us out? What's the temperature with C3 in the first week?
Oh, bro, everything's gonna be on fire, bro. What you mean?
That's a crazy question because when the last time has Jacksonville blow out anybody?
Man, we just got blown out by the fucking Saints in the first game.
I said Jacksonville. When has Jacksonville blown out anybody?
Look, we didn't.
It's different in the division. Hold on. It's different in the division because you know each other.
That's right.
Jacksonville ain't blowed out nobody.
Y'all do know it's a 50%.
Well, I
hypothetically,
Cody, I ain't trying to see sunshine resurgence.
In my opinion,
Cole,
I'm not trying to see sunshine's resurgence. I'm sorry. Fucking, he's got to die on Route 1.
If the Panthers get blown out at Jacksonville, there's going to be a mix between trading Bryce and fire fire Evero. Everybody's going to fire Evero.
Yeah,
we all
that's
want
gonna be
to
the
fire
whole
it
thing
but
right
now.
there.
They're gonna say fire
Everybody's
Canales too.
Everybody's gonna go.
There's going to be people out there screaming to fire Canales.
My thing is, when are we ever going to see them stop the run in this defense? I don't believe the way that
If
this
it ain't gonna
defense
happen, if it don't happen
is-
right now, it ain't gonna never happen because they
I
done
don't-
spent so much money on that shit for once.
I
So
don't
know what else
believe
they gonna do.
EJ's version of this defense allows the running back to fit the gaps like they should. It always seems like by the time the running backs can get downhill the linebackers. I'm sorry, the linebackers to get to the gaps through the gaps like they should. It always looks like running backs are at beyond the line of scrimmage by the time our linebackers can get to them, unless they're going to the edge. And I just don't like the way that he runs that defense, and I don't trust him to stop the run, even with that Brown in the lineup.
Well, I mean, we got to stop Travis Etienne and Tank Bisbee, and they both look good in preseason. Me and Pop watched one of them games that they play. I mean, they was running all over the damn place. So those are two guys you got to stop. You know, Etienne get to meet his brother first game from our team, so it's like a little Etienne bowl. But
Cody,
they look
I got
good.
a serious question for you.
Yeah, go ahead, Cole. Cole, go ahead.
Hold on, my phone's skipping. Give me 1 second.
Okay,
All right, I got your pickle. I'm here. Let me get this off right quick before I forget. Have y'all ever seen anything good happen with our edge rushers? I'm going to call them, even though they're outside linebackers, when they drop into coverage on 3rd and long. Have y'all ever seen them play, get an interception? Like, when are we going to stop doing that?
The last edge or linebacker, he wouldn't be a linebacker that I can remember that went in the coverage and got an interception. What's his man? Greg Hardy?
Yeah, he did.
I think I saw
Coney Ely did in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Cody Ely did
in the Super Bowl.
Okay. So that was after Greg Hardy,
I don't
like 3
understand that
years,
concept.
2 years.
And that's probably the only reason why when we traded him, we got something for him.
Bro ain't did nothing his whole career, got to the Super Bowl.
We gotta
and
stop
acted fool.
But
Addison used to do it too. You remember Addison?
If you
Addison used to do a decent job. I liked him a lot more than most people did.
Yeah, they let
Addison could do it all, though, boy.
We did some dumb shit and we let him go too.
Yeah, Mario Addison was a dog.
If you look at Vic Fangio and how he lines up his guys, as far as depth off the line of scrimmage, then you look and the same defense, and you look at Evero, you'll see a sharp difference on how far these guys line back and up, where the depth that they're lining up on the line of scrimmage.
I want to see linebackers shooting the gap, knocking heads off like Luke used to do before they can get to the line of scrimmage.
In Evero's defense, they got to run 5 yards before they get to the line of scrimmage.
I'm telling you right now, they defense. If we don't score on this team, something's wrong. That defense ain't all that.
Right. I don't think our offense is going to have any problems.
Yeah, their defense is it's to be desired.
Well, listen, all we really need is a couple stops a game, fellas. I mean, look at last season.
I tell you,
pretty good game. Considering we couldn't stop the run.
I tell you who I think's going to. If we have anybody on defense take over this game, I'll tell you who I think's going to. Derek Brown. I think he's going to destroy that offensive line.
Oh yeah, Derek Brown gonna make it hell for trouble.
Because Derek Brown
hell to pay. He's about to play really.
Derek Brown was wanting payback. He wasn't the NFL to pay back because he missed last year.
Trevor Lawrence ain't throwing 260 yards next Sunday.
So the receivers is Brian Thomas, Travis Hunter, and Diami Brown.
Travis Hunter ain't getting 60 yards next.
I don't know who they gonna put Horn on. So they really got two receivers.
Whoever it is, gonna be sorry.
He's gonna get shut down, bro.
I believe Carolina gonna go to Jacksonville and cover up.
Are y'all predicting a blowout? Because I'm gonna be real. I think this game might be competitive.
I think it's gonna be a good.
I think it's gonna be competitive.
Like if I'm just being honest, like there's so many unknowns in our defensive backfield. It's like, yeah, I think Brian Thomas Jr. is probably gonna get him some. I think that Travis Hunter, he's probably gonna get him some. It just depends on
Travis Hunter ain't getting shit.
It just depends. How do you know that, Twan?
Yeah,
how do you know that?
Hey,
Are
look,
you hoping? Are you hoping?
Let me tell you why. A lot of
against Michael Jackson must be.
I'm gonna say this.
That's
I'm
what I'm
gonna go
saying,
with
like-
pride. I'm gonna go with pride and who our corners are, and nobody wants to see the rookie in his first game get off.
No.
I
You
have
talking
a
about Corey
belief that we
Thornton?
got some corners that's gonna
You talking
stop.
about Corey Thornton?
Cody, to
Yeah, I'm talking
answer
about
that question is Taylor
Thornton,
Rolla
Michael
and
Jackson,
Jackson.
and JC Horn.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's all that. But Cole, to that point, that's why I think it'll be competitive.
Oh, you talking about?
Like I think this
Travis.
game could probably be tit for tat. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna need Tet to make him expend a lot of energy. That needs to be a
But look,
focus.
but when we look at the rosters,
I'm saying
on
Carolina
paper
gonna
it
beat them
says we
by
should
a
win by like
touchdown
62
and 2
points.
field goals. Almost 2
All right.
touchdowns.
So 16 points. All right.
Well, we
I need
only got
somebody
to
to
go
look at
off.
the
Or no,
Yeah,
I ain't
we
got
only
my
got to
computer
go
on
off
13
preseason.
points.
I'm
It's a
saying Carolina gonna
13
beat them
point
by
spread.
13 to 14 points. 14
All right.
points.
Hey,
Oh
that's
no,
what we should, and
I
that's what
thought
we
that's what the
should.
Vegas line. What's
But
the Vegas
Oh,
line?
wait, hold on, but
I'm saying
time
our
out.
defense
Another,
gonna get an
no, look,
interception.
another
and
thing
get
that
it.
I forgot to bring up. What are y'all worried about Icky potentially not being able to go week 1?
He ain't gonna be able to go.
We don't know that yet. He's day to
That
day.
motherfucker
Hey,
said
and if
appendicitis
not,
surgery.
No.
I'm hoping it's your boy Brady Christensen at the left tackle. Cause
Yeah, I'm just all I'm gonna
I
do is
trust
push
Brady Christensen over there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
way
I
more
hope
than
with
we trust
Brady
Josh and
if Icky
McKinnon.
can't go, but I'm not counting Icky out until middle of next week.
I'm gonna tell you like this: if I'm on
I still
defense,
didn't hear what
I'm
kind of
pushing in his stomach all game.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't trust Icky
I'm
against
gonna
the
try to
speed rush.
re-aggravate
He don't
his
look too good against the speed rush. He need more practice against Princeton.
Yeah.
Well, you know when Princely got them sacks before pads, when they weren't in pads, and Icky couldn't use any power out of him at all. After they applied pads, Princely ain't look like shit. That's just
Well,
fact, and it's not
he looked a little
hating
different
on
in the preseason
Princely.
game.
It's
Icky's
not
gonna have a good
hating
year.
on Princely. It's that Princely
Yeah.
didn't look like he was beating Icky for anything.
Well, shit, Icky looked like he was getting his ass whooped all last season by the speed rush. If you
Well, I
ain't
mean,
had
but
a good
I'm
speed
just
rush,
saying.
Icky was manhandling that ass.
Yeah, I'm just saying, and I guess Princely come up on his live stream blabbing about how great he was and he's all that. I expected him to at least show up and get several sacks in preseason. He ain't get nothing. I mean, Princely had trouble beating backup tackles. So
I still
I'm not
like him being
expecting
like
much
that
out
for
of
right now. It's
Princely.
cool.
Y'all remember what the
This year.
reports was coming out of Houston joint practice? They was like, Houston couldn't run the ball, but the Panthers couldn't get no pass rush. But they
Right.
was like, Panthers got a bunch of coverage sacks, a lot of coverage sacks.
Right.
That's a good thing. We're gonna need
I
those.
think now that what is his name? Corey Thornton, is that his name?
I
That
like
that
him a lot. I
undrafted
hope
corner
he
we
makes
got.
it on the field. So
Y'all, he's going to be a starter for his before his contract runs out. He's on a 3-year deal.
I love his
Somebody
physicality,
look
bro.
somebody look
Before it
up
runs out, he'll be a
that
starter.
Jacksonville offensive line. What are you ranking at? What that Jacksonville offensive line looking like?
Well, they got Walker Little, Ezra Cleveland, Robert Hainsey, Patrick McCarry, and their right tackle Anton Harrison. He's about the only one I would respect.
I really
gotta
don't
go
know
to
who
work.
most of
Y'all
those
be
dudes
good.
are, man.
None of them dudes is household names.
I appreciate you, bro.
Their coaches are all new.
Keep pounding,
Ain't
CPG.
ain't your coaches all new?
Yeah,
Because
for the most
their
part.
coaches are
They
all
got a
new.
new offense and
Y'all have a
everything.
good one.
Yeah.
First year.
Later.
First year head coach.
Oh boy, they better not blow no assignments.
That's why it'll look bad if we lose to them. No lie.
We really need to win.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we blew a lot of assignments last season early because of the new offense and stuff like that.
We need to
And-
play urgent because we need to set the tone for our season early. If we sit around and wait for that shit to happen, it's gonna be.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I think that defense is angry about last year, and they want.
They should be. Shit.
They very well should be because that's embarrassing.
That's the attitude that you're hearing from that the defense, the veterans, the defensive players on this team and the offense, they're tired. The attitude is we're tired of losing. We're tired of getting laughed at.
We got rid of a lot of the
They're
bums.
coming out this season with the attitude that we're sick of it.
We got rid of a lot of the bums, though. So most of a lot of that defense is new, and they like, look, we ain't come over here to fucking lose or look nothing like that.
Right.
Hey, the guy that they got from Kansas City, ain't he like the leading sack on the defensive line?
Right.
Like, ain't he got more sacks than they've got Chris Jones? I know Chris Jones ate up a lot of double team. We left him with some one-on-ones, and he ate big time at the one-on-ones, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Derek Brown is a lot to deal with. Him and the other guy that they got, man, that's going to be a lot of one-on-one.
Hey, Cole. Cole,
I was about to ask you a question too.
Hey, Cole, check this out though. But if we see Tershawn Wharton lined up at nose guard,
Derek Brown's on edge.
Nah, that means Evero.
Yeah, he's edging a 3-4.
He done, bro. He done. You know. What the fuck did we go get Bobby Brown for? Bobby Brown is the nose guy.
I was about to say the same thing.
Derek Brown can play.
I want A-Sean on the field more than Tarkin. Am I wrong for that? Because I do.
Let me explain why people are confused about.
I'm hoping that was just preseason.
Wharton's not a nose. Y'all don't. You're missing this a point here.
He's not a nose.
What the reason that they're putting that on there is not for base defense. When you look at the Panthers on their depth chart, imagine it's in a nickel. Wharton's on one side, and with 4 down linemen. You got Wharton on the middle, and Derek Brown in the middle. When you're a nickel, Bobby Brown was just a rotational with Derek Brown, but he's probably even behind Ashawn Robinson. Because Ashawn Robinson is a better blitzer than his. Now, then you have Treshaun Wharton. He's your inside speed guy. He's your inside speed guy. When you go into a base defense, which is 3 down linemen, Wharton and Derek Brown go to the ends and outside, and that's when Bobby Brown comes off the bench and lines up at nose. But we don't play in base defense. Not even 20% of the time we're out there. We're nickel 90% of the time. So that's why. But opposing offensive coordinator is going to look on that depth chart and say, "Oh yeah, we can run on these boys." And then when they
they're going to try
get up on there thinking they're going to see when they see Wharton on there, then they're going to see, now wait a minute, you fucking Wharton.
Yeah. Try running at Derek Brown and A-Sean. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, it's been 3 hours and 15 minutes. You already know.
Hey, I ain't working tomorrow. We got several hours left to go.
It's been 3 hours and 7 minutes. We can see the fucking time, bro.
And that Cole, didn't you say y'all about to be streaming all day tomorrow, or y'all gonna be on Spaces all tomorrow?
Especially with the first game at noon. It's gonna be Texas and Ohio State at noon. Yeah, we're.
We gotta save our energy. We got a big ass day tomorrow.
You better come through.
My Tigers are gonna submit to the world. Where the real Death Valley
Tomorrow's
is.
ACC day, bro. Let's get it.
Big ACC day, boys.
Who plays at 3:30?
Somebody big.
Yeah, y'all know Dan Morgan
It's Alabama.
Dan Morgan likes his SEC guys. Hey,
we're gonna spit on Alabama.
If Clemson would join the SEC, I guarantee you the Panthers would draft a guy.
Maybe so. Maybe that's what we need to do.
That's what
hey, boys, I appreciate y'all. I'm going to let everybody get their final thoughts. Hold up, Nova. Give me your final thoughts for the show today, bro.
Oh, man, I had a good night with you guys. You know, we had some really good discussions and everything. As far as the Panthers go, you know, I'm excited for this game coming up. I believe the Panthers are going to get the win. I said what I said about 2 touchdowns, and I'm sticking to that. I think our defense is going to show up and make some noise. And again, if we don't, then I'm not surprised. I'm a Panthers fan. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Keep pounding.
Keep pounding, brother. You know we appreciate you, Nova. Come through again, man. We miss you around here, bro.
Yeah, for sure, man. You know, I've been working a lot.
I hear you, brother. I know it. Twan Don from the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. As always, appreciate you, brother. Give me your final thoughts for the free-for-all, man.
Yeah, man, we'll be doing the same thing tomorrow, 7:04, with the college games, you know what I'm saying, doing our thing. This is going to be our first year of actually doing it. We got a whole show set up for it. Should be incredible, man. Look, can't wait,
What
man.
time is your show, Twan?
It's all day tomorrow. Starting around 2.
Claire going to be there?
Yeah, she'll be there.
Tell her
What
my
collab?
apologies to Charlotte. No, tell her Charlotte suck.
You talking about the 49ers?
Yeah.
No, okay.
They got whooped 30. They're getting whooped 34-11.
Oh, she always talks shit about her own team. She's like, they ain't worth the shit.
Hey, man, Kyle, you always jump in right as we're getting off, bro.
I just want to get out of work, Cody.
I know, man. I know, brother. I hear you, man.
What's up, Kyle?
What's up, Twan? What's up, Pickle? Cole?
Hey, man, you got to watch. You got to rewatch this. It's a good show. Great show.
How about this before we get out of here? Before we get out of here, give us one thing you would like to say, just in general.
Oh God. Stay with me, Panther fans. This is a bumpy fucking ride, and we ain't getting off anytime soon. Just stay with me.
That's right, brother. Keep pounding. That's what it is right there, boy. Next up, my guy, C3 Cole. I'm going to start calling him the cat daddy because, he be raising them cats over there. You know what I'm saying?
Sleeping right
Oh, okay. All right. My fault.
I feel like I heard you step on one tonight, too. Shit.
Cole, give me your final thoughts for the free-for-all, brother.
Super excited, man, Cody. All I can think about is just next weekend this time. Like, it's going to be a different level. We're going to turn shit up, and it's going to be really, really close to game day, and I'm super excited to spend it with y'all, man. Keep pounding. I'll see you tomorrow.
Keep pounding, brother. And y'all check out Cole and Pickle on Spaces. They're going to be going all day tomorrow. So y'all stop through, show some love. Panther Pickle, give me your final thoughts for the free-for-all, bro.
Yeah, folks. Now I've got some things to do tomorrow, but I'll be in Spaces when I can. Y'all just keep pounding, y'all. We can't lose hope now, so we don't really know how this season's going to turn out. But hey, like I said, I believe this wide receiving core is better now than they were before training camp, and I believe our team is. I think we're going to look good. I think we're going to be great. We just got to go through a little more fire to get to the other side. And if all else fails, we got Hendon Hooker. Keep pounding.
That's it, man. Hey, my name is Cody Lashney. I will be back this Tuesday night for another edition of the C3 Panthers Podcast. We're getting ready to have the post-game show all season long, 30 minutes after every game. We will be here reacting to all the latest action of the Carolina Panthers. C3 Legion, we love y'all boys.
Hey Cody, how do I do the cat call?
Call in, bro. Look, hold on.
I don't know the number.
Hold on.
252-228-5098.
252-228-5098. Call in, leave a message. We make sure that every single call gets played, bro. So hit up the phone lines, hit up the free for all, hit up the C3 Legion on Spaces. Boys, you know we love y'all. Keep pounding.